Friends, we're in Hong Kong, and this is the one part of China where you can actually use Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Uber, everything that's unavailable in mainland China.
They drive on the left here and it's just mind-bending. For the first few minutes you simply don't know where to look. But the coolest thing is that Hong Kong constantly surprises you with its character. Giant skyscrapers stand right up against old buildings, and all of it together creates the atmosphere of a little New York, just an Asian one. And what's unexpected is that people here speak English more often than Chinese. So it raises the question, is this the real China or just a polished imitation? Let's find out.
Our first breakfast in Hong Kong. A muffin with creamy cheese, there's something sweet on it, probably honey, and a perfectly cooked egg. And Anya has eggs Benedict with salmon. 98 Hong Kong dollars for one portion, so that comes out to 196 Hong Kong dollars. Alright, we're about to try it. It looks a little small, to be honest, although on video it actually looks like a decent size. Okay, this turned out to be really delicious. Anya's is especially tasty. The coffee is a little too bitter for me. I'm not a huge fan of bitter coffee, but Anya's into it, she likes it.
Well, our second day, of course, couldn't possibly start without some kind of unexpected incident or mishap. We simply just wanted to extend our room reservation for another night, nothing more. So we show up with our card with Apple Pay and they say, we don't take Apple Pay. Yesterday we paid with cash. They said, today, well, we don't take Apple Pay. Can you show us your card? I explained to her that I don't have the card. She says, can you at least show a photo of the card where, you know, the full number is visible? So I text my friend to send me a picture of the card. And in the end, she says that the name on the card has to be the same as the name on the registration. I mean, it all seems correct, but it's still somewhat inconvenient and frustrating for us, because now we have to waste time. We're heading to an ATM to withdraw some cash out again and pay for the room, just to make sure everything is covered. And since we want to stay in different hotels in different areas, we can't pay for the whole period at once, and so we have to pay for it in parts. We couldn't find an ATM, but we found a place where you can buy bitcoins. Like, I don't know if you can withdraw from it. Most likely you can also exchange here, by exchange rate. Yeah, you can exchange here, which is exactly what we were looking for. So just so you know, there are ATMs like this, but we can't withdraw from a bank card here, so we'll keep looking. Guys, please just don't make the same stupid mistake we did. If you're coming, it's best to exchange your money in advance. So, what happened? The hotel simply wouldn't accept our Apple Pay as a payment method. They said they can't process Apple Pay. Instead, they require a physical, plastic credit or debit card, and the name on that card must match the name on your passport. So we went and tried to get cash from different ATMs with Apple Pay, and the NFC just doesn't work anywhere. Only local cards work. And with Apple Pay, no matter how many times you tap it, you just can't withdraw any cash. No one will exchange it. Again, we just wasted another half a day today. We finally found an exchange office where you can trade USDT cryptocurrency, you know, for cash. So we exchanged it, got the cash. Thank God. Now we know where to do it. It's super fast. And now we only regret one thing, that we didn't come here right away and exchange it via crypto. Instead, we were running around looking for something, trying to figure it out some other way.
Sitting by my window, watching the moonlight in my home. Something in my mind, bringing out desire in my home.
You know, here's what I think. You shouldn't despair if you don't have your own balcony. You just slap on some scaffolding, add in a few sturdy bamboo poles, and then carefully wrap everything up with those big striped plastic bags. And before you know it, you've got yourself a pretty decent little balcony. I was just walking and came across some Chinese activists. They're, I don't know, maybe they're promoting some politician or something, but they're hand painting the campaign leaflets. I'll show you what it looks like now. It's like some kind of art, Chinese art.
乜嘢，你哋建議香港島同九龍嘅都夠多土地啦。
So I went up to them and politely asked them if they could please draw a small one for me. And they did. There was a man standing there. So I went up to him. It's a really good thing I have ChatGPT because he only speaks Chinese. I politely asked him, tell me, what exactly is this? What are you guys even doing here? What's all this about, really? So basically, it's not a political thing at all. They're just drawing, how do you say it? Like amulets or something similar to that. You know, this small one right here, this particular one, this is for life, for well-being, so that my life, now that I have this special charm, will be even happier, more prosperous, as he said, and will hopefully attract good luck, positive energy and fortune into my life. And this big one is for the home, so that there's well-being in the house and everything is good. I honestly don't know how I'm going to get this home now because I really don't want to crumple it. But it's just so big, I don't even know what I could possibly carry it in. Anyway, it's pretty cool. They just sit there, draw, and hand them out to anyone who wants to get a symbol like this, a talisman. I don't know what the right word for it is. So today we've come to the main and bustling waterfront of mainland Hong Kong to take in the sights. And you know, whenever you go to some city, especially if it's, I don't know, a provincial town, and you ask where you should go, people just say, oh, go check out the waterfront. It's almost become the generic term for any kind of tourist attraction in any city. But here in Hong Kong, it's actually really worth coming to the waterfront because you get an absolutely incredible panoramic view of the entire city. You have to come here during the day and at night. And of course, the sheer number of people is absolutely enormous. By the way, this same waterfront is also where you'll find K11, which is a famous shopping. This is, in my opinion, the most beautiful center here. Inside, it's like a work of art, as if you're walking into a museum. We'll definitely visit and show you. We just want to do it in the evening, take a walk, look around, see everything there, maybe buy something. Wow, look what I found, I'll show you. Man, it's windy, I hope you can still hear me. There's this cube-shaped coffee shop here, and I saw it once in a vlog. I think it was about Dubai. And I was like, oh, man, that looks so cool, I'd love to see it in person. But right now, some of the windows are closed. At night, of course, it's going to look super cool. And this cube, I read about it. It actually first appeared in Japan. And originally it was like an art installation. It was a coffee shop, plus there were art exhibitions held next to it, or in it somehow. I don't know how it was. But basically, it was associated with art exhibitions. And then they started putting them up as standalone coffee shops. And here it is in Hong Kong. All right, let's keep going and look for the Bruce Lee statue. To be honest, I have to admit, this is actually our second time here. And the first time we came, we were recording too. But when I watched the video, the microphone had cut out everywhere and just stopped working. And so we came back a second time to re-record. I don't know if this will even make it into the final vlog. But the thing is, I'm going to have to change the microphones because these microphones are complete garbage. You can't track when they disconnect, if they're working or if they're muted. The indicator is hard to see. So yeah, that's the situation that happened. And so, you know, we actually decided to come and re-record it so that we'd have this clip. Look at these benches. They were specially made and raised up just a little bit higher. The legs are similar to those on bar stools, so that when you're sitting, this railing doesn't block your view. It's all well thought out. So we've made it, we found the statue. The statue of Bruce Lee. Usually, from what I've seen, there are a lot of people here. Most likely they'll all come in the evening. And everyone starts getting into Bruce Lee's pose and taking pictures. We've been walking back and forth for about 30 minutes now, trying to find Jackie Chan's handprints. It's unclear. Wait, maybe that's something over there. Let's go over and take a look. Maybe this is it. I mean, there are people and a railing here. Let's see. No, this is Andy Lau Tai Kwun. I don't know who that is. So this is what the handprints look like. Well, look, my palm doesn't even fit.
Here, for example, is some actress and singer, Anita Mu Yimfong. She doesn't have any handprints here at all. She most likely wasn't alive anymore when they made this walk, so instead they decided to do an engraving of her photo like this as a way to honor her memory. As you can imagine, you can't even get to these handprints. Look, everyone's swarming them. Oh, here's another engraving. But there aren't as many people around the engravings, but everyone wants to touch the handprints.
So we're asking around for Jackie Chan's handprints. Some people say go that way, others say go this way. I don't know if we'll find them or not. So far, we haven't found anything yet.
I found Jackie Chan's handprints. We've only got 1% left, so we're going to try and record this real quick. But of course, there are already people here that we need to kick out. Faster, faster. Hello. Anyway, here, come over here. We found Jackie Chan's hands. Man, just look at this. They're like your hands. Ah, my fingers don't even fit. Can you show the plaque here, please? See? Jackie Chan. Finger here. Well, yeah, Jackie Chan's is bigger. He did do martial arts after all, but mine doesn't fit. All right, we found Jackie Chan's handprints for you. So today's mission is complete.
Of course, we came to China to eat at a Japanese restaurant. You probably can't really call it a restaurant, it's more of a local spot. But it has really high ratings, and I've gathered that here you can have great ratings, but the interior itself might not be what you'd expect from a proper restaurant. It's more like a local kitchen. We ordered udon with Angus beef, and we also got some rolls. The rolls will be out in a bit. Well, let's give it a try for now.
Wait, just a moment. Let me actually show you. They just put this little mini ladle right here.
Yeah?
So that we can serve ourselves individual portions into each of these small serving bowls.
I don't know, is there a graceful way for me to do this? How am I supposed to, excuse me.
Maybe I can help you with the chopsticks?
10 hours later. I'll just do it like this.
It's delicious and has this taste of the sea, like it's made with seafood.
Mm-hmm.
It has this really nice crab-like sea flavor.
It's so delicious.
Well,
So beautiful.
beautiful.
They brought our food. I wonder if you can see it.
I don't know.
Well, we'll move it.
To be honest, this is really delicious. This broth is like a grandma's homemade soup.
There's grandma, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the wasabi is nothing like what we're used to. It's extremely similar, you know, but I guess the way they make it is a little different.
You know, the soy sauce is like,
Like Indian?
no. I don't know what Indian soy sauce is like. When sushi rolls first became a thing, back in Russia, the soy sauce tasted exactly like this. It's like a little sweet, a little salty with a hint of sourness. Because nowadays, most soy sauces are just super salty, and that's it. All you taste is salt, salt, salt. But this one has a real variety of flavors, different ones. And it just made me remember the sushi from back when, I don't know, I was perhaps actually maybe 15.
So it's soy sauce version 1.0.
Yeah, but this is delicious. They just went down the wrong path after that. 2-0 is already bad.
Notice how little rice there is. It's not like what we're used to.
Yeah.
Here, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a very thin layer of rice and it's basically all filling. It's so delicious. Anyway, the problem with making content when you're filming is that you can't really enjoy, say, the food or the experience. So we're turning this off. We're going to enjoy the process.
Today we're having breakfast at Milk Cafe. It's right next to our hotel. Plus Anya saw it on some, were they Chinese bloggers, right? On some actual Hong Kong bloggers. This place is just completely packed. There are so many people here. I'll show you. Look, everything is just taken. There isn't a single free table. And everything is dedicated to cows. The signs, some of the glasses, the style, the black and white cow print. I ordered myself some noodles with pork. It's some kind of soup. It's strange for breakfast. We're not used to eating soup for breakfast, but they have a lot of soups for breakfast here. And Anya ordered this breakfast for herself. An egg. This is pork too, right? With pork and corn and an extra sausage. And we also saw a picture of a cheese bun and wanted to order it. And we thought it would be small like this, but they brought us this portion. Let me break it open and see what's inside. Oh, it's super soft. Wow, you're going to love this. It's very sweet. It's like egg yolk with cheese. I don't know, anyway, you'll have to try it. I can't really describe it. It's very tasty and very sweet. Okay, let's have breakfast. So, this all cost us 110 Hong Kong dollars for the two of us. As we leave, there's a line waiting and even people outside on the street trying to get in. Alright, so it was pretty tasty. Plus, we caught some kind of special, like a business lunch deal, and it was cheap. It came out to about 700 rubles per person on average, which for Hong Kong, well, that's just super cheap. Really, really cheap. I guess with the thousands of Chinese people trying to get in here, they must know a thing or two about their own food. We've made a comprehensive and detailed list of all the various places we want to visit in and around the area of our neighborhood. And today we're going to walk around, check things out, and film. So basically, today is dedicated to the neighborhood we're staying in. Yesterday, I also found some shops with arcade-style claw machines where you can try your luck to win some fun and exciting stuff. So we decided to stop by here today. Let's get some coins together and then try to play the game. Maybe we'll win something. I feel like there are 100 of these machines here. All right, let's go see what that kid is playing. He's putting in some kind of bags. I wonder what's in those bags. Maybe we should play there too. Putting in our first coin. We're gonna try and get this one. It didn't work. That's it? I thought I'd get at least a few tries. All right, let's try one more time. And this girl is playing so emotionally here. Now they're using some tricky methods here. They hung this piece of plastic, taped it on right here, so that if you hook one and it starts to fall, it won't actually drop. It has to be lifted all the way to the top and then fall in here, but that's practically impossible, I think.
So have you had enough, or do you want more?
I want more.
Let's go get some more and play. Man, you realize this is how casinos work?
All right, we're not gamblers. We'll give you another chance to play. Let's buy a few more items. The most frustrating and disappointing part is that Anya wanted this toy, the guy with the Coca-Cola, and we can't get it. And just 10 seconds later, this little kid walks by holding that exact toy. So some little kid got it from another machine somewhere. So basically we spent 50 Hong Kong dollars and realized that in a casino, even a kid's one, only the casino wins. It's obvious these machines are programmed to let go. You could even see it. The claw would grab the toy really tight and then it would just immediately let it go. It actually made me remember how back in school with these machines, there was a machine just like this in a store near our school, and during the long break, me and the guys would run over and win these toys. And by the way, that machine actually worked well. I mean, we'd regularly get something out of it. So if you want to dive back into your childhood and play some games, this is the place to be.
You just chillin', talking to some friends. Motherfucking idiot, pull up with the brand new Benz. And you think I'm gonna roast them today? Well, that depends. If you gonna make a good point, then go ahead.
We found another huge Apple store. When we were in Hangzhou, there was also a massive 2-story Apple store. And this one is even bigger. We want to go inside now, check it out, and see what the prices are like. But yeah, this is seriously impressive. I mean, an Apple store this big. You know, If you take a closer look, you'll see that Hong Kong is actually very clean. And that's despite the fact that you don't see trash cans every, say, 50 meters. Everything is honestly very clean, very tidy. And if you think back to Istanbul, where there also aren't any trash cans, we were, of course, just shocked by how much dirt was on the streets, how much garbage there was. So it really comes down to the people, not whether there are trash cans or not. The people here are just used to not making a mess where they live. We're inside and it's really crowded in here, but the prices aren't shown anywhere. There isn't a single price tag. There are a lot of employees, and if you want to find out the price, you have to... Oh, wait, 1 second. And what's this written here? 10,000. Oh, here it is. It's written on every phone, the price. The iPhone 16 costs 6,900 Hong Kong dollars here. The 16 Plus costs 7,700. The 16 Pro costs 8,600. The Pro Max with 256 gigs costs 10,200 Hong Kong dollars. We just checked the prices here, and compared to our Russian site, the difference is about 20,000 rubles. And I think there's tax-free here too. Oh wait, I don't think Hong Kong has tax-free at all, so that'll be the final price. You won't get any refund. So yeah, a 20,000 difference overall, that's very good. Oh, looks like they're having a presentation. We walked right into it.
佢唔會聽得出你唔識嘅，係因為啲和弦咧，佢一定係拉得好好聽。有啲輪子添，係啊，嗰啲咩輪子就係呢一個咧，拉呢個咧，係啊，跟住撳，係啦。
To measure, and we check it. Little bit up. Okay.
Okay, yes.
Here. Okay, good.
Oh, good. Yeah, good.
Okay, you can use washing the take photos. Okay, you can see the handle on this way.
Oh.
And pass. Please help me to pass. Pass one.
Button.
Yeah, button.
Okay.
Okay, they will be going to the home view.
Hey, I was telling Anya to put it on and check out the last video he showed me. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's so realistic, you feel like you're literally inside the movie. It's just so cool. And there's Anya clenching her hands.
So I tried that Apple Vision, the VR headset. You know, before this I was pretty skeptical about this kind of gadget. I mean, it seemed to me like they just came up with another toy. You know, cool, whatever. But honestly, I think it's totally the technology of the future. Once it becomes more mainstream, you just put on the headset. Besides being able to take photos and record memorable moments, for instance, you can easily record a video while wearing the headset, and then when you watch it back in the headset, it truly feels like you're right there, actually inside the video. I mean, it's a 100% immersive feeling. And at the end, they showed me a demo, you know, a montage of how it would look in movies or during a broadcast of a sporting event or something. And you get this complete and actually immersive feeling that you're literally inside the movie, or that you're right there, right in the middle of a soccer field where the players are. And it doesn't look, I don't know, cheap or janky or anything like that. I think it looks like you're actually playing with them right now. At one point, there was even this scene where a woman is singing at a grand piano. It switches and there's this woman standing and singing, leaning on the piano. And you're so close to her and she's looking at you that I even started to feel awkward, like, why am I so close? She's singing right in front of me. And it's a truly completely immersive feeling. I mean, I probably wouldn't buy one because I figure there aren't that many movies for it and the technology isn't that developed yet. But to go and test it out, to see how it works, I 100% recommend it. You'll be blown away, I'm sure of it. We were walking and I happened to see a coffee shop, so I suggested we go in. We went in and it turned out to be a super aesthetic coffee shop. Everything is just how we like it. There are also a lot of people here. It's apparently very popular because even when we came in, they asked us, do you have a reservation? We said no, and she started running around looking, and every table was reserved. In the end, they sat us here on this little sofa on the side. We each got a cappuccino here, you know, and a dessert, a raspberry Danish. And it cost us 140 Hong Kong dollars for the two of us. I'm eager to try it now. Honestly, it's delicious, especially the raspberries. But if you compare it to the raspberry pastry from Bush, the one from Bushy Winds, so their coffee is great, but the only thing is I'm still left with a bit of a bad taste because I took the receipt and for some reason it said $10. Let me see how much. Oh, 10%, 14 Hong Kong dollars for a service fee, you know. Ooh. And I didn't get what service that was for because we sat down ourselves, we went into the app ourselves, we downloaded it ourselves and placed the order there ourselves. I mean, yeah, they just brought out the finished order and I even went up to pay myself. It's not that I mind, you know, it's just that we're not used to that, that's all. In Russia, they don't include it like that where we're from. This is the street with all the boutiques. There are a ton of bloggers here taking pictures. You see models like this practically everywhere. And here are some more bloggers shooting content. If you look closely, it's like this little guy on their traffic light. He went to the gym for one day and coming back from the workout all pumped up and strong. Man, I've always dreamed, ever since seeing it in American movies, of getting ice cream from an ice cream truck. And now my dream is coming true because we found an ice cream truck while we were walking around and they sell ice cream. We're going to order here now.
The weather cold, the weather so chill, chilly, willy, penguin feathered road. Cause I'm sipping pro, yeah, that meth is pro. Promethazine, yeah, stepping stone. Oh, they acting up, get your weapons wrong. They only killing time, another second gone. I heard your man at home, now you melatonin, but you acting young, and you hella grown.
We've now arrived at the stunning M+ Art Museum and Art Space. We haven't gone inside yet, we're on the observation deck for now, and just look at how many people are relaxing with their tents, just sitting around chilling, and the kids are flying some kites. They're filming a music video or maybe a movie here. It looks more like a music video since there are a few people. I'm not sure, maybe she's some kind of actress or something. They're shooting a commercial. Maybe they're shooting a commercial, yeah. But it looks cool. Maybe she's some well-known Chinese actress or perhaps a popular TikToker or even a social media influencer.
You just chillin', talking to some friends. Motherfucking idiot, pull up with the brand new Benz. And you think I'm gonna roast them today? Well, that depends.
And we've come into their gift shop at the art space with all kinds of souvenirs and things. And they have some really unique and interesting souvenirs and a variety of gifts here. For example, there are these pictures with cats and a pancake. We were thinking of buying one, but we haven't figured out where we'd put it yet. But it looks really cool. And here, for instance, is a rug that looks like a bowl of ramen. You could put it in your bathroom. Whoa, check out this unusual scale. I don't even understand how it works. Oh, okay, so basically you put a coin in here, stand on it, and after a moment, a card comes out based on your weight with a fortune, I'm guessing. And it costs $2. I got a coin, now we're going to go get weighed and get a fortune. I'm on. Whoa. Wow. Look, I'm a golden cat. I don't get it. Some 77 kilograms. Well, yeah, I'm wearing about 5 kilograms, yeah. 72, 73. But I got a golden cat. It's just magic.
Some kind of olive.
We've come inside this space to check out the exhibits, and now we want to get tickets for the gallery to see what's in the gallery, what's on display. Look at how stylish the people are in this space. Such style. So while we were deciding, walking around and looking at things, it turns out the gallery has already closed and we can't buy a ticket. So we'll come back here tomorrow. I had to buy this tea just to get some coins for one of those machines, you know, the kind where you stand on a scale and get your fortune. Anyway, I thought it would be like a Nestea, but it turned out to be just like a strong brew, as if someone brewed a tea bag, let it sit for a whole day, and then poured it into a bottle. Then again, what did I expect? It says right on it that it's just tea. If you're planning on using a transport card, I really wouldn't recommend linking it to your phone. You're honestly better off just using the physical card instead, because, for example, my phone just died, and now I'm standing here in the metro waiting and charging it. It's a good thing there's a charger here, so I can use Apple Pay. Well, so I can use the card on my phone. And when you link the card to your phone, the transport card, the physical one automatically stops working. So it's either one or the other. So now I'm just waiting for it to charge. I got myself a protein shake here to try, because of course our diet hasn't been exactly healthy. I bought it at 7-Eleven. It costs 35 Hong Kong dollars. The flavor is banana, honey and cinnamon. An interesting combination for sure. It's just like a milkshake. Pretty cool. I actually really like this kind of thing because whenever, especially when you go to the gym and you're not getting enough protein, you can just buy a shake like this, have one a day, and that's it. Then you've got 30 grams of protein in your system. Okay, what is it? Hood?
Like a rabbit can fly.
Rabbit can fly?
Yes.
Rabbit?
No.
Mouse?
Mouse.
Mouse can fly?
Yes.
Oh.
Look how tiny he is. And he can fly, I think. It's like a flying squirrel.
So we were just walking and I saw this guy sitting here and he's got something crawling on his arm. We decided to end our day with a leisurely walk through the bustling Temple Street night market. It's open from 6 p.m. to midnight. So basically they sell street food here, all kinds of different goods, souvenirs, fortune tellers, sorcerers, you name it. And the whole point is that it's all open at night. The smell here, now that we're in, there's this smell, I don't know, it's kind of unpleasant. It reminds me of my childhood when my grandma, she lived in a house in the country and she'd pluck and boil geese. That's pretty much the same awful smell. I don't know. I've definitely lost my appetite. So this is pretty much what it looks like here. They sell fruit here, and over here there's some kind of offal that really stinks. Over here they're cooking mussels. Of course there's also...
Well, let's not, it stinks like crazy. Anya's covering her nose. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't understand how they eat this.
Wow, this guy with no hands is making these kinds of things. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, even people without hands can really earn a living and do something amazing.
So we found 2 mugs. They're really beautiful. One is like this.
And they're so like...
Totally cool. And the second one, the second one's the same. So basically, we bargained them down to half the original price. Anya really loves all kinds of little magnets or toys that are made to look like food.
This is just so cool.
This is the dim sum you wanted to eat today.
I know.
And look, over here, all kinds of sushi.
Hey, Popcorn, look, there's an Oreo.
So we finished our walk through the market. Well, it's just a regular Chinese market for clothes and souvenirs. But what's cool is that no one comes up to you or tries to lure you in. They don't say, hey, come here, and all that. You just walk, look around peacefully. Everyone reacts calmly. And also there are Chinese goods, but they're not like those Chinese goods. I mean, for some reason, the Chinese stuff they bring to the markets in Russia, it looks nothing like this. Here, the products are somehow more interesting, more unusual. Even the little trinkets are more interesting. Hello, my friend. Hey.
I've actually already made so many really good Chinese friends for myself here. Look, it's like... Oh, he just saw the spot too and wanted to get a shot. Well, damn, stealing our ideas.
Basically, here in China too, actually, this street is just full of prostitutes. And we've actually found one. I don't know, she's got a very strange way of luring people in. To wrap up our walk, we decided to try and shoot some content. So we bought some instant noodles. Right now we're walking around looking for some cool neon signs. If I get a good shot, I'll put it in here. If not, I won't.
Вот так мы делаем контент.
We just stopped for breakfast at a spot near our place. Well, it's a small little coffee shop. And it turns out we actually paid 315 Hong Kong dollars. And honestly, we got absolutely nothing tasty for it. I ordered poached eggs. Something I find especially unusual, a remnant of the British colonial era here in Hong Kong, is that they automatically include a service charge on the bill. Not everywhere, but we've already seen it in a few places. 10% is automatically included. And I don't quite understand what it is. It's not a tip because they have a separate jar for tips. It's just a service charge. I don't know what the service is because we come in, sit at a table, order everything with a QR code, and I pay for it all on the way out. No one is upselling you, nothing. No one explains anything to you. I mean, yeah, the waiters just bring out the food and, well, that's kind of their job. But most likely it's just that in Russia we're used to the cost of the waiter's work already being included in the bill, whereas here it's listed as a separate item. Look at that bag, and there's a live dog in it. By the way, here in Korea they generally carry dogs around in strollers. They push them in strollers or carry them in bags like this. It's like dogs just aren't supposed to walk here, like it's exactly not done. And now look, we were at this place just yesterday. And the line here is unbelievable. Just Chinese people really don't like the sun. They just immediately cover up with their hand. You'll even see that, well, when Chinese people visit your city, they try to cover up as much as possible so that the sun doesn't hit them to make absolutely sure they don't get a tan. Porcelain skin is considered to be very highly prized here. So today we came across this little cat. Check out those shoes. I'm not sure if you can see them. It's really bright and sunny out. I wonder if it's comfortable to walk like that. Okay, we're about to pass this kitty so you can get a look. He's with an escort, kind of a Pikachu, with yellow and black hair for some reason. And the kitty himself. Hope you can see that now.
Stand now and see ourselves in the future.
Today we've made it to the M+ art space once again, and today we're absolutely, definitely not going to be late at all because we actually got here early this time. Wait, what time is it exactly? 2 p.m. 2 p.m., right? 2 p.m? Tickets for the two of us came to 320 Hong Kong dollars. That's exactly how much we spent on breakfast. Look, here they have an overhead map of what the art space itself looks like. From above it looks like a satellite image, but it's not a satellite image, is it? Oh no, it's like it's from a quadrober. Oh, a quadrober. It's like it was taken by a quadcopter because you can see the construction here, and this space is still being finished, and over here it's still just construction. Here behind the glass they have these things. I have absolutely no idea what this is, but it's so interesting. Why doesn't anyone explain or write what it is? Hey guys, basically if you know what this is, please let us know. We're really curious.
Stand
be honest, this isn't really my kind of thing, but I actually really like it because it's so unusual. I mean, of course, I don't know anything about outfits and, well, you know, what they're supposed to look like, what's in style, what's not. But it just looks magical. This is truly one of those paintings where the longer you look, the more you begin to see. I really love paintings like this. But to be honest, there are some unusual images in here. I don't really get this kind of art. So this is what a studio apartment of the future will look like. Let's take a peek inside at a typical resident of a studio like this. Well, this is where he'll sleep. Apparently by himself. Over here he's got a tape deck, a television, and over there he has a bathroom with a shower. The kitchen, I guess, slides out from here. But in reality, this is actually based on an old vision from many years ago of what people at that time thought the future would look like. And this is how they connect these individual capsules together, and it ultimately creates a building. There you go. He comes home from work and then takes a nice, relaxing shower. Listened to a little bit of music, did a bit of relaxing and unwinding, and, well, that's about it. So this is how they imagined the homes of the future would look. Interesting, let's find out what year. 1970 to 1972, Tokyo, Japan. I was wrong. It turns out I just went up to the guide and asked him in English. Of course, he talked for about 3 minutes, and I only understood a couple of sentences. Long story short, this is a real actual house in Japan, built sometime in the 1970s by a famous Japanese architect, and it was assembled like Lego. These capsules were just put together, and these capsules can be assembled, disassembled, and moved from place to place when necessary, and so on. That was the concept. People actually lived there. Then it seems they turned it into a museum, and it also formed the basis for the concept of creating capsule hotels, the kind you see at the airport. At first I thought it was just a concept like their vision of the future. Turns out it was real.
Красиво, да?
Stand now and see ourselves in the future.
I don't get what the artist was trying to say.
It's like you're walking into an exhibit and there's the sound like you're underwater. Let's go. When on the floor it's like, help me. Please. Hear that? Like you're underwater?
Yeah, so cool.
So basically, we found a cosplay of the famous Black Square. Someone really actually cosplayed it. Возможно, это восковые фигуры. Но мне кажется, надо дождаться, и если будет какой-то сигнал, они начнут перемещаться. Ну, я вообще, у меня будет тогда отвал челюсти. Up close, we realized that these are wax figures. You can clearly tell the people simply aren't alive, but it would have been, of course, incredibly powerful. Anya said this is a moving exhibition, and apparently at 10:30 in the morning they come to life and just move around, and then they freeze again.
Знаю мой английский, возможно, там написано что-то другое.
Let's go see, I'll read it.
Stand now and see ourselves in the future.
Man, I could go for a nice hot coffee. And then some ice cream, and after that maybe a Hong Kong waffle. All right, so they're supposed to be moving the exhibition now with those old guys in wheelchairs. And I really, really wanted to see how they're going to do it. And we have 1 minute left to make it. You don't remember where they are, do you? Somewhere. Anya, where are the old guys?
To the left.
No, not here. Somewhere just over there, I think. Or at least I believe so. I wonder if we'll make it or not. There they are. They move them every hour. All right, that's pretty much what I expected. I thought it would be something unusual, but oh look, they're moving on their own. Cool. Opa. This one can't seem to get there today. It keeps crashing into someone. Excuse me, you're not part of the exhibit, are you? So, well, our trip to the art gallery is finally over. Well, what can I say? I actually really liked it. It was unusual for sure, but in my opinion, with art, you either have to understand it or you just have to admire it. I mean, without any kind of judgment. If you don't know about art, it's pointless to try and judge anything here. You just enjoy it for what it is. Anya and I have a big difference there, because for Anya it's enough to just come and, you know, enjoy the beauty of the objects just visually, for it to be beautiful, and that's enough for her. But for me personally, because I'm actually a logical person on the inside, it's very hard for me to appreciate beauty without some kind of story, without some kind of meaning. I want to understand what this exhibition is actually about, what it means, why it was made, and so on. And it's like, by just enjoying it, I feel like the experience is somehow incomplete. I don't understand why I'm enjoying it if I don't understand what it's about.
But I just like looking at their shapes, their lines, colors, details, how it's all put together or drawn. I just walk around, and to me it's truly beautiful. And that's exactly where I find a sense of enjoyment and pleasure for me personally.
We just came into this mall to get something to eat. And well, I happened to see a sneaker store and said, hey, let's go in and check out the sneakers, compare the prices here to back home. So anyway, we went in and found some New Balance sneakers from the new collection. So they cost 12,000 here, but back home we checked and we had the same ones saved on La Moda. For how much? For 26,000? 26,000 in rubles. 26,000 rubles, yeah. And here they're only 12,000 rubles. The exact same ones, absolutely identical. And they even have a limited edition color here. It's a little more expensive, it'll cost 15,000 rubles. So we're actually thinking that we'll probably have to spend a bit more money on some sneakers here, really. And not just on that either. At first we wanted to go to a restaurant and buy something, or maybe the food court, but there are no food courts here. And we were passing by this little shop and decided we wanted to get this kind of food already prepared. And the whole trick is that here they're heated. These display cases, this food is really hot right now. I got the macaroni and cheese. Is that what macaroni and cheese looks like? Wow, they're nice and warm, hot. And what's this one? Rice with chicken. I'll have the rice with chicken. Can you grab it, please? I want to take a look. Oh, and there's some kind of soup too. I think I'll get the soup as well. Look, there's something with protein too. A protein pot, what's in it? Egg with spinach. So it's rice soy with a higher protein content, it seems. So these are some kind of high protein products. Yeah, these ones here. The prices here, well, you can see 28, 32 and so on. Everything, you just multiply everything here by 14. Здесь вся горячая еда.
Да.
I've already tried the soup. It's a lot like carcho. Vegetables, a little spicy, and pieces of meat. A little greasy for my taste though. I also have this, I haven't eaten it yet, but it looks delicious. This rice with beef. Anya got the lasagna and she's eating it and says it's delicious. She said it tastes just like a really good homemade meal. And by the way, this is definitely tastier than what we had for breakfast today. All of this cost us 260 Hong Kong dollars. We're getting ready to watch the laser show over the city. We can't tell if some kind of show has started or not. The view is beautiful though. The banners are blinking over there, everything's blinking. There are some lasers, but for now it's all kind of, you wouldn't say the whole sky is filled with lasers like in the pictures. Well, there are a lot of people. The promenade is completely packed. Everyone's waiting for the show. In any case, it's all very beautiful. The promenade, the glowing buildings, the flickering signs. It's of course very beautiful here at night.
The Swedish woman moved just like you. You'd understand if you'd seen it too. How the Swedish woman moved just like you. How the Swedish woman moved just like you. You'd understand if you'd seen it too.
的算辈子多幸运，我好想摆脱这讨厌的距离。
And so we made the decision to take a walk through Hong Kong tonight. Because at night everything here is all beautifully and brightly lit up, and it's truly absolutely really beautiful. You know, I think that Hong Kong in the morning and Hong Kong at night are two completely different cities, and really you should plan on seeing daytime Hong Kong and then seeing nighttime Hong Kong separately. We're walking down the street now and it's really crowded. I mean, it's a busy street. There are some markets, restaurants, bars, all that kind of stuff. There's some trash lying here, but if you pay attention, the streets are actually clean. Yeah. Well, you do see some small bits of trash, probably because the wind blows it around or something, right? But overall, if you take a closer look, the streets are remarkably clean. Plus, their business is here close up with these roller shutters, and there isn't a single piece of graffiti at all. I mean, if this were, say, somewhere in Europe, this would have been bombed with graffiti a long time ago, and there'd be tons of it. But in the entire city, there's absolutely no graffiti at all. The city looks remarkably clean, not trashed. It just makes you really respect the people who know how to maintain cleanliness and order and who don't trash the place where they live. We decided to stop and get ourselves some bubble tea. To have a drink, try out what the bubble tea is like here, and then keep walking, enjoying the city at night. I just threw away the receipt with our number. That was a fail. I had to dig through the trash to get it. We just picked some at random and they gave us, you can carry them like this. They gave us these little bags. Well, not bags, these, what are they? Holders. I think yours is gonna be way tastier, but it's not bad. But when I get the boba, it's actually really good. Yeah, wanna trade?
What's yours taste like?
It tastes like a delicate jasmine tea, gently mixed with something like a warm, comforting coffee. And there's also some kind of pleasant, subtle sweetness to it. Yeah, it's got a jasmine base.
Yeah, it's like coffee with the... I couldn't figure out what that extra flavor was. It's the jasmine.
Well, you've also got some kind of sweet stuff on top. When I was pulling the straw out, I tasted the top of yours. It's like cake frosting.
I honestly like yours better.
And I like mine better too.
Yours is caramel and mine is like pure jasmine.
Yeah, yours is super jasmine-y.
Oh man, I'm just really disappointed.
It's just the luck of the draw, Anya. It was random. How about we split them?
Okay, sure, all right.
Now that's a good offer, without a doubt. In Hong Kong, they've specifically decided to keep these public phone booths. For those who still want to exit the matrix, you can still use one. Wow, look at how many people are here playing these coin games and stuff. Naturally, we were truly drawn in here just out of simple curiosity. We know they're just gonna rip us off again. It's unlikely we'll actually win anything. We know they'll cheat us and rip us off here, but we're walking around just looking, checking it out. When you cross the road at night, there's also a light from above that shines down. It's so that if you're walking while staring at your phone, you'll see that it's red down here and stop. It's an extra light. And it's the same thing over there on the other side. So this is the view we have from our window. It's very beautiful at night, to be honest. But our biggest mistake was that for some reason in Hong Kong, with all its skyscrapers, we rented a room and they gave us one on the 7th floor. We were just like, oh well, the 7th floor it is, and didn't even think that we could move higher up. And from here, from this room, you can just see all the people living right across from us. And honestly, I looked into their windows. They've got laundry drying inside. I mean, it's a total pigsty in there. That apartment over there is a neat little one. This one also seems pretty neat. Well, this one is just so-so. This one is a total disaster. Look, that one's really messy. See, the laundry is lying around inside and all that. So today we moved to a new room on a higher floor. We wanted to be higher up because, well, otherwise our windows were looking right into the neighboring buildings. So now we're on the 15th floor. Here you can actually open the windows. It's brighter and the view is much nicer. But something strange happened that we didn't quite understand. Basically, for some reason, when we went to extend our stay, he told us that the room was now 500 Hong Kong dollars more expensive, and that's 7,000 rubles. And we couldn't figure out why. We were like, wow, seriously? I mean, the room costs 18,000 plus another 7,000 rubles. That's almost a 50% hike. So anyway, we go on booking.com, and on booking, the price is the same as it was before, the price we originally booked it for. We show him the booking.com page, and he's just sort of blinking like he doesn't understand. But in the end, he charged us the old price. So we never figured it out. Was he trying to scam us, or do they really have different prices in their systems? It just doesn't seem like something that would happen in Hong Kong, you know, getting scammed like that. Today, we've come to Hong Kong Island. So, Hong Kong is partly on the mainland up north, and to the south, there's the island. There are also smaller islands that are part of Hong Kong too. Before this, we were exploring, we're staying on the mainland part of Hong Kong. We've already walked through all the areas we wanted to see there, and today we came to explore, and for the next few days, we'll be exploring Hong Kong Island specifically. I don't fully understand what's located here yet, so we're going to walk around and explore, but I think this is where the historic center is and the business district. Anyway, today we're going to walk around, look, explore, and show you what's here, and then we'll decide which is better, Hong Kong Island or the mainland. Look at this beautiful art they have here on the metro walls. We're at the central station here on Hong Kong Island, and I mean, it's not just painted, it's actually three-dimensional. It's really, truly beautiful.
眠たいと When I'm sleepy, I can sleep anywhere. On the train, as the gentle motion rocks me. In the park, beneath the soft shade of trees. At school, listening to the teacher's steady voice. In the middle of work, with papers quietly piling up. Dozing off, dozing off, dozing off. I dozed off during class. Oh my, good night.
So, just like it was shown on the colorful metro walls, here's this whole bustling and lively market street. They sell all sorts of different varieties of dried and cured seafood products here, such as sea cucumbers and mushrooms. Basically, they have almost everything. There's dried squid, some kind of mussels. In short, there's a lot of stuff to choose from. Here are the sea cucumbers, for example, in a glass jar. Look, over here I even found some impressive deer antlers. At least that's what they really look like to me.
So the money they use here is like this, it's plastic money. And this part here is transparent and they really feel just like plastic. I even think you could probably wash them. They're more durable and have this soft touch feel. Anyway, it's cool. For some reason it's only the tens. The larger bills are just normal paper ones.
眠たい時はどこでも寝れるよ。電車の中、公園、学校、仕事途中。居眠り、居眠り、居眠り。授業中に居眠りしました。あらあらあら。おやすみなさいね。
We were walking and just happened to find some kind of temple in a really old school Chinese style. Actually, there are quite a number of Catholic churches here, but not that many of their own, national Chinese temples.
So this looks like a traditional Taoist temple. And here people come and burn either money or some kind of paper items, for example, various types of things like cars, houses and so on as offerings. So I want to go inside now and see what it's like in there. They're burning incense here at the temple. They buy it at the entrance along with some other special papers for their prayers. So I suppose it's something quite similar to lighting candles in an Orthodox church. There's a really, really strong aroma coming from them. It's like, you know, those Chinese or like Indian incense sticks they light. The smell is so strong, it's actually making my head spin a little. Of course, it's probably better to visit places like this with the guide so they can explain what's actually going on, because for us it's not entirely clear, it's just beautiful. You know, compared to China, Hong Kong is really noisy. It's just incredible. Buses, construction, no, basically there's no peace and quiet. Look how beautiful this is. The trees have grown their roots right onto the wall. This part of the city, by the way, has a lot more nice places and cafes. I mean, over on the mainland, we mostly came across just regular, everyday places that you might expect to find, but here, they're more stylish, elegant, interesting, and more modern European. It's quite a contrast between the high-rise buildings and right next to them these slums. In Hong Kong, you often see this, you'll be walking along and notice the ground floors, the facades are generally done in a really cool, stylish European way, but then you just have to look up and you see complete decay, slums, tons of air conditioners, these sort of makeshift balconies made of bamboo, laundry hanging out to dry. And by the way, people here very often just dry their laundry inside their apartments. They stretch out clotheslines right inside. And so all of this is combined, this contrast of dilapidated, semi-dilapidated buildings with crumbling walls. And yet there can be beautiful storefronts on the ground floor.
Music is my beloved. Sensi is my beloved, you can't judge me, but you can't stop, it's my meditation.
Look, the lady is helping you wash your hands. It's a scrub. It's a gel with a scrub. Smell it. It smells just like bergamot. Well, and tobacco too. Something woody like that. Smells good. Wow, it feels so nice to wash your hands with a scrub. Yeah. It's nice that she's helping you too. Anyway, I bought it for the house and they carefully put it in this absolutely beautiful little bag. And she even thoughtfully sprayed it with a lovely perfume, some kind of, you know, we actually have this problem where we can't seem to pick a fragrance for our home, but now we've finally found one that we like. The problem is we don't have a home. We shipped our things from St. Petersburg, but we still haven't picked an apartment and it's not clear where we're going to live. Hong Kong is also one of the safest cities in the world. You can walk around peacefully here without fearing anything, even when you go out at night. You don't have to worry about getting robbed or getting into some kind of trouble and so on. Of course, there are exceptions, but overall it's one of the top cities in terms of safety. And well, you really do feel calm here somehow. I don't worry at all that something might get stolen or that someone might approach me. Everyone's friendly, everyone's smiling, everyone's happy to talk and chat with you. We've been wanting to try onigiri for a while, and we were just randomly walking down the street and saw this big beautiful shop, and they sell nothing but onigiri here, a whole selection. And look at all the different flavors. We're going to grab one each and give them a try. I picked up for myself the onigiri with savory charcoal grilled beef, and Anya got the one with delicious crab. With mayo, I think? Yeah, with mayo it seems. I like it. It has nori in it too. I love the taste of nori.
For me, this is really delicious. It tastes like you're eating a really big sushi roll. And I really love sushi rolls. So this is definitely very tasty. It's a new discovery for me. I'm trying this for the first time.
Look at what a really good boy. Why are you so sad? Why are you sad?
Oh my god, he's so sad. Look at him. Just look at his eyes. He's just so sad.
Happy New Year. Don't be sad. The ears.
So as we were walking, our route took us right through this park, and it's so unusual because over there you have these monumental skyscrapers, all this technological progress, but right here it's like you're in the wild with a park, a waterfall, and it all just comes together so harmoniously. Sometimes Hong Kong really surprises you with things like this, with such a strong contrast. I really truly love this absolutely beautiful and unique combination of nature with steel and concrete.
And it smells so fresh, like we're actually in a nature reserve.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're walking around and there's this smell, you know, from the water, and it's so fresh. It's like you're really in a nature reserve or maybe out in the countryside. It just smells like nature. Here's the name of the park. And just like that, we're on a bridge. Technology, skyscrapers, a highway. Look at this unusual and distinctive building with its rounded windows and that very rounded corner wall. And it reminds me of, let me zoom in, hope the quality doesn't drop. It kind of reminds me of how they used to glaze balconies back in the 90s, and they had the same shape. We've arrived at Victoria Peak, one of the most popular attractions, truly one of the high points here in Hong Kong. But actually we mainly came to ride the beautiful funicular, the historic tram that goes up the mountain. But it looks like we're not the only ones with that idea, because just look at this absolutely insane line. I don't think we're going today. I'm not sure we'll get through this queue because it starts here and there it is. I don't know, it doesn't even end over there.
So apparently this is what the first carriages that went up to Victoria Peak looked like. But it's actually pretty cool that while you're standing in line, you get to listen to a story about this funicular. Then you look at the carriage, check it out, what the driver looked like, or the conductor, the one who gives out the tickets. So basically it gives you something to do while you wait.
All right, so we bought the tickets. It took us 30 minutes to wait in line for this. Now we still have to get inside. There's a huge line there. To be honest, the only reason we came here was to ride this funicular. I mean, we weren't really that interested in going up to the top. It cost 216 Hong Kong dollars for the two of us for a round trip. We're standing in front of this door right now, and it feels like some kind of Squid Game is about to start, that the doors are about to open and we'll have to run fast. And everyone around is Asian, and if you don't make it, you might be eliminated from the game. How do you say eliminated? You'll be out of the game. Well, basically, you'll be out of the game. Okay, we've made it through. I'm going first. I'm first. Away. I'm first. Now we'll 100% get the best seats. I hope. I can't understand why there are still some people standing there.
Look how long it is. It has several cars.
This feels so cool. It's like riding a roller coaster uphill, right?
Yes.
Это очень красиво.
We've arrived. Let's go for a walk now, before it gets too dark. You know, you could have gotten here by bus, and I think it would have even been faster. But we just wanted to take a ride on this tram. The tram offers some really great views, If you're going to take it to the top, make sure you get a spot on the right side. The view is better from the right side. From there, it's a full panoramic view of the city. We made it, but it's already gotten really dark. But still, the city at night is very beautiful. It'll be even more beautiful in about half an hour. I think these city lights are going to look so beautiful. It's so incredibly windy here. We didn't bring anything with us. And up here, it's just so windy.
The Swedish woman moved just like you. You'd understand if you'd seen it too. How the Swedish woman moved just like you. How the Swedish woman moved just like you. You'd understand if you'd seen it.
There's a big shopping mall right here, tons of souvenirs. Actually, it seems like there are a lot of shopping malls here. They sell everything, souvenirs. So I think we're gonna walk through this pretty quickly because it's really windy. All right, we'll take a look and then head back down. There's also a Monopoly museum and a store here. For anyone who loves Monopoly, they have all sorts of different variations here. There's Mario, the classic one, a Harry Potter Monopoly. And there are just some super exclusive Monopoly editions. These big ones here. The price is 4,880 Hong Kong dollars. Finally, we've gotten to some real Chinese food. We call this dim sum, but I think they call it something different here. There's some kind of sauce they put right in here. I don't get it. Is this supposed to go inside or on the outside? Anyway, we're going to try it. I don't know what to do with this. Oh, I feel like this goes inside, no? I don't think I'm going to do that. How is it? It's good, like little dumplings. Yeah, and with this sauce that you're supposed to drip inside, it's even better. I've already finished and she's still eating. For me, it was really delicious. It's a bit like our menti, but not as greasy. And we also got a really beautiful spot. There's this Chinese style table here. Here you have these Chinese ladies. It's really beautiful. There are only 3 tables like this here with different designs, and these cool stools too. We stopped to get some dessert. It's called mochi, but they pronounce it differently here. I'm not sure what's correct. What do you have?
I have the cookie and the cheese.
Cookie and cheese. And I have purple yam. I have no idea what purple yam is. Wow, it's so soft to the touch. It's like, you know, that slime you had as a kid, the one you'd throw against the wall. All right, let's eat. I don't get it yet. It's like I'm eating raw dough. You don't like it? She's not a fan at all. Honestly, it's definitely an acquired taste. Let me try yours. You know, it feels like it's not fully cooked. Anya just took this tiny bite. She didn't even get to the filling. I really do like this one, I must say, but not mine. Once I ate the filling, I thought, maybe you're supposed to heat this up or cook it. It just tastes like raw dough with some kind of... Anyway, no. This is really not what I was expecting. I just asked ChatGPT and it told me that it's made from sticky rice, specifically mochigomi, which is carefully and thoroughly pounded to get a very smooth, elastic and stretchy texture. Well, they managed that. A very smooth, elastic texture, but it's really like raw dough. It's basically raw rice. But it's a popular Japanese dessert that became popular in Hong Kong. Maybe there's something we're not getting. We've popped into a local cider shop here, and they have all these different cider flavors. And the best ones are highlighted, so we're gonna grab one of each. There's apple cider, peach cider, some kind of coconut cider, pineapple, a citrus one, looks like some kind of mandarin, yuzu, some kind of yuzu fruit, and mala cider, which is like a peppery cider. Look, here it's even like his mouth is on fire. That's cool. Anya picked the peach one. It's got two peachy butts on it, some women sitting down. I don't know. And I picked the classic apple cider.
Bye-bye. Look at the other bag they gave us.
All right, we're getting ready to head back. And what can I say? The line is even longer. I'm just completely shocked. I don't know how you can recommend coming here if we waited an hour just to get to this spot. And I think to get back, we'll spend even more time. Let me show you the crowd that's waiting for us there.
Here, try it.
What is it?
It smells like fermented apples. To be honest, it's very dry. It's probably because it's sugar-free, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, no. To be honest, it's actually very, very sour. Really quite fizzy, and not sweet at all, you know.
Is yours sugar-free too?
No, mine has sugar.
Oh.
It smells just like peaches, and a little bit like cat pee. And mine is tasty. With sugar, of course.
Why'd they make mine sugar-free?
I don't know. It just smells like peach to me. It doesn't smell like cat pee to me at all. Unless, of course, your cat peed like that. I don't know. You must have a peachy cat. You didn't happen to have a Persian cat, did you?
Someone recommended this store to us. It's called Don Donki.
So there's this penguin on the logo. And this store sells absolutely everything, all sorts of little things for the house, all kinds of sweets, snacks, and so on. And we're about to go pick something out for ourselves. And while we're at it, show you what the store looks like. I don't know how to describe this style. It's just like a fun jungle. Everything's Korean, Chinese, and so bright. Anyway, it's just cool to walk around, even just to browse and see what they have here, what kind of products.
I really like this kind of ready-made food. It looks, well, really fresh. It looks really great. I don't know, for some reason, let's say when I go into our local supermarket and see the ready-made food there, it doesn't make me want to eat anything at all. But here it looks really appealing. Like this one, for example, has pork rice, an omelette, and some kind of sauce. This costs $53, and you could totally get full off this very easily, yeah. Or this one, for example, is $40. It's also rice, chicken in teriyaki sauce. So what is that? Yeah, chicken with rice. And take a look at this. What you see here are just crab sticks. The price for this is $35. All that comes with it is some rice, a simple omelette, and a portion of crab sticks.
Some kind of cheesecake. Yeah, a sponge cheesecake. 79 Hong Kong dollars. Look, pancakes. Oh, and here are the pancakes with honey and with butter, yeah. 23, 24 Hong Kong dollars. And here's the sushi. Just look at these pieces of sushi, or pieces of fish rather. They're enormous. And everything looks so fresh. I'm just in awe. I mean, what I love most is the variety. You come in and if you feel like eating some delicious sushi, you can. Or if you feel like pork, you can have that, or chicken. Of course, a set of sushi like this costs $194, which is, of course, a bit pricey. But overall, for how fresh it is, this one's $168. Wow. Look, this is just a whole sushi set, $168, and it's absolutely massive. I feel like back home, not every sushi bar makes something like this. Definitely not everyone.
Hey, all you crab lovers out there, are you ready? You want to eat some crab?
So, these guys are actually advertising delicious crab legs. A single pack of these crab legs costs a whopping $400. And, of course, right inside the store, they have several different arcade machines where you can play games and try to win a toy as a prize. During our time here, we've realized that the Chinese are apparently huge fans of this kind of entertainment, and these machines are everywhere, just rooms filled with tons of arcade machines where all you can win is a toy. Not money, not some kind of lottery tickets, just a toy. A toy that for the most part you could just buy at any market around here. They also have all these kinds of things, and they sell a lot of them. We saw them at the markets today. They're some kind of strange sprouts, but it's totally impossible to guess what they are.
You just have to grab something at random, like sprouted shoots or something. So Anya keeps coming up to me and saying, look, a Kit Kat, a strawberry Kit Kat, but I don't like Kit Kat at all. I haven't liked it since I was a kid. I don't even like the taste of it. She says, a strawberry Kit Kat. We don't have those back home. So we don't have strawberry Kit Kats in Russia, but they have them here. For anyone who likes them, here you go. Look at this, an absolutely enormous bottle, a magnum of apple juice. 1,800 milliliters, $88. 2 packs of strawberries for $128. But to be completely honest, the strawberries don't look that great at all. They don't look very red. I don't know what they taste like. So here's something interesting. You can film absolutely anywhere here without any trouble, and no one will come up to you and say anything. Well, there are, of course, rare exceptions where it says no filming, but that's very rare. If you're filming in a store or just walking around somewhere, everyone actually smiles at you. No one comes up and tells you to turn off the camera or anything like that. Continuing the story about Kit Kat. Another Kit Kat. What's this? Sugar butter tree Kit Kat. It's apparently something with double sugar, or so it seems. A kind of cookie, perhaps. I don't know either, honestly. There's just an incredible amount, like 1 billion different flavors. I don't even understand how they can choose anything. This is just an abundance of choice, cubed. Anya told me that people are genuinely interested in comparing the prices of things we have here. So here you go. They have eggs in this beautiful packaging and this beautiful packaging. They cost $54.90. You can even buy just 2 eggs if you just want to cook yourself some eggs today. These aren't raw, I don't think, are they? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Look, you can just buy 2 ready-made eggs and you don't have to boil them or worry about a thing. It's perfect for a salad. And they even sell these fermented eggs in vacuum-sealed packs. They come in different flavors, like spicy, and I don't know what else they have here. They're just eggs. So they've carefully taken fermented eggs and vacuum-packed them. Angus ribeye beef. It costs $108 for just 1 piece. There are also some sliced ones, generally for $138. This one is $108. On the 3rd floor, they have this kind of bright red entranceway right here. Let me show you. Oh, it's a sex toy shop. That's so funny. So there are all kinds of adult toys in there. We're not going to film it because YouTube won't allow it anyway. Right where they sell the alcohol, they also sell vitamins right away. It says here, with vitamin B complex, some kind of complex of vitamins with vitamin B. I don't know, probably for hangovers. I don't know if this is an appetizer, just little crabs as a snack. What are these giant shit? Oh, they're chips. Yeah, these are enormous chips. I just don't understand, is it all one kind of chip or is it these ones here? Corn puffs, some kind of sticks. Yeah, or maybe it's 4 different packs or it's all one thing. We're just walking around the store and to be honest, we're already lost. They have food here and, well, obviously cleaning supplies and kids stuff, toys, and just all sorts of everything really. And honestly, we're already confused by how many sections there are, whether we've been in this one or not. I'm absolutely sure that no Chinese person will ever go hungry in their life. They'll always have a choice of what to eat. You come in and you're just overwhelmed by the choice. You don't know what to pick. Like, I want this, I want this, I want this. It's just truly maximum abundance. Incredible. We were just walking around and we came across the longest moving walkway in the world. I don't really know exactly how long it is, but it's always steadily going up, and as it turns out, it's actually a well-known local attraction. Everyone comes here to check it out, to ride on it. But in fact, as we found out,
It's not really the longest because it's not one continuous walkway. So it's not like you just get on and ride it all the way to the end. There are intentional breaks in between the sections, most likely so that if they ever need to repair a particular section, they have that option available to them. So it's not one solid piece. By the way, I just realized the people of Hong Kong must have listened to my requests, because in Turkey, I asked them to move the moving walkways from the subway out onto the street because it was impossible to walk up the hills. And look, the people of Hong Kong actually did it. You know, the incline here is pretty steep. Even just standing, you can feel it in your legs. It's fine. You can admire all the different shops, but the whole thing has a bit of a Chinese ghetto vibe. It's got character, as they say, you know, or maybe genuine and authentic is the word. Look at that building. It's completely in the traditional Chinese style. You can clearly see it right from the travelator as you are slowly going up. So a little fact about the Chinese. I did a bit of a tourist blunder here. Well, I stood on this side. Naturally, as everywhere, people walk on this side. So you can stand here and people will pass you on the right or left, whoever's in a hurry. And I stood on the left side and was filming. There was no one in front of me. I kept filming and filming, probably for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then I just turn around and behind me there's a Chinese guy and a crowd, a whole line. And none of them even asked me to move or to let them pass. No one sighed, no one did anything at all. They just stood there waiting for me to finish filming. Alright, so we've taken the travelator up. I don't know, I don't think this was the very top because the travelator kept going further up. It's just that we have a spot marked here and we want to go to a cafe. We've come out into this huge grand plaza. It's all in a European style. It's kind of empty and there's a food court over here, I think. And something else. We should go check it out. It turns out this is a historical and cultural center. It's the perfect place to get to know the history and culture here. But for some reason, right, it was a British colony. So of course everything is going to look more European than Chinese. Well, you can already see traces of Chinese culture in the roofs here. But still, these streets feel very European. To be honest, it kind of reminds me of New Holland in St. Petersburg, you know, that kind of mix, plus the historic buildings too. We still can't find the coffee shop because for some reason, well, Google Maps works here, but the pin keeps jumping around all over the place. Basically, we decided to turn on Google VR. It shows you exactly where to go with arrows because we can't seem to find it at the moment, right now. It really feels as though you could film a movie here, film perhaps about a prison or a concentration camp. It's very atmospheric. People are just sitting here in a circle. One chair is taken by a rock for some reason. Well, there you go. 2 chairs are taken by rocks. It turns out this place used to be a prison. We came here and walked around inside. There are many exhibitions going on. If you can hear it, this is one of them where stones are rotating. Of course, we don't understand what it symbolizes, but at the same time, there's this oppressive music playing, and it creates this oppressive feeling inside. But it's like it really captures the atmosphere of a prison or something like that. I also sometimes hang my tripod on my pocket, and it's like I'm a warden walking around with a warden's baton. It's really funny. So We were looking for this coffee shop, but we actually happened to discover this truly amazing place. Oh, with a really cool exhibition. It's a former prison that's been converted into an art space with a museum and all that. It's really cool. And you know, I have an idea now for the Cresty prison. The one in St. Petersburg that was closed down is for sale for $1 billion. So go ahead, buy it and turn it into a creative space.
Only one underneath the fire, jumping up and down. Dancing under my project.
So this is why they call Hong Kong Little New York. It's like, judging from the movies, you know, it's some kind of Brighton Beach or something. It really does look like New York in some places, honestly. I don't actually know what this is, but this is just their storefront. There's a ladder and a toilet. Let's just go in and take a look. Oh, like...
Hello.
Oh, hello. A bar?
Yeah.
Oh, so...
Unfortunately, we're full right now.
Oh, okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Anyway, it turned out to be a bar and they're closed for now. Well, it's a cool spot.
If you ever find yourself walking down Wellington Street in central Hong Kong, you should definitely check this place out. They make handmade dumplings here, and these very dumplings earned them a mention in the Michelin guide. Even though the restaurant's interior is extremely simple, we're talking plain white walls, basic tables, there's really nothing remarkable about the place inside or out. And price-wise, it's the perfect balance of taste and quality. On average, a portion of dumplings will run you somewhere between 70 and 90 Hong Kong dollars. And you can also order some soup or noodles, which will cost you somewhere from 60 to 100 Hong Kong dollars.
Hey!
That's Bruce Wayne.
Andre found a Rambo record.
It's the Rambo film soundtrack, part 2.
We're just walking around and we realize that you just don't see this concentration of businesses on one little street anywhere else. Here, every square meter is some kind of shop. Every spare corner is also a shop or a little restaurant or something else. Basically, there's just so much of everything here. The Chinese really live, well, the people of Hong Kong, they really live in abundance. The main street here, Nathan. And shops, everything's beautiful, palm trees. And right here, there's a building. It's just some kind of slum, like the monster building. There's a monster building here, and we probably won't go there now, but this is pretty much what it looks like. You've probably wondered what the weather is like in Hong Kong. At first, we weren't so lucky. We arrived, it was a bit chilly, and we were like, well, all right, okay. Warmer than a Russian winter. Right now, I'm just walking around outside in shorts, boots, and a comfortable sweater, and it's about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius outside. There's absolutely no wind. It feels really warm and pleasant.
I can't tell. Are those pigeons singing or something? Why am I sometimes scared?
Look at this, someone's got their whole dashboard covered in toys. I don't know if you can see it through the glass or not. The entire dashboard is just full of toys. We've made it to the K11 Musea shopping center, and what can I say? This place is basically a museum. It's actually connected to a museum, which is also called K11. You can come here to see the museum's exhibition, or just walk around the shopping center in general, because the shopping center itself already looks like a museum. The only thing is, it's all boutiques and designer stores here. You won't find any mass market brands. But just look, right at the entrance here. There's some kind of exhibit. I don't get it at all, but it looks really cool.
we've come to a museum. This is quite a space. There are shops here too. And a gallery too.
You know, here in China, there's some kind of craze for these bags with little animals on them, or even shaped like an animal. Both adults and kids walk around with them. I wonder if this would ever catch on in Russia. Okay, and move your hand. Anya, you know, that actually looks really good on you. Yeah, they walk around with them just like that. It's considered really fashionable here.
They ask if it's a cool egg, and if you even need it. It's a bit of a pun. For some reason, it's customary here not to put price tags on things in the stores. I mean, in a lot of the stores, there are no price tags, especially in this shopping mall. So you have to go and ask a sales associate, a consultant, how much something costs every single time. It's a bit inconvenient, but on the other hand, they're not pushy here. I mean, you can go up and ask, and they won't stand over your shoulder trying to suggest other things. Check out how they've actually designed and styled the elevators here. I mean, these are all elevators. Like, you simply come up to the book and choose if you want to go up or down. You just press the button. Well, this elevator isn't working right now. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, this elevator is just like in the movies. Ding dong, ding dong.
So long story short, we got here. It said it was open until 10. But it turns out apparently the mall is open till 10, but all the stores close at 9. And well, this is what's happening right now. It's honestly a real bummer because unfortunately we're completely out of time. We simply don't have another day when we can come back here to this place and try again. Good morning, everyone. And today our morning's going to start with studying some trees. Near our hotel, there's an alley where these kinds of trees grow. What are your theories? What is this stuff hanging down? What are these vines and what are they for? Write it in the comments, pause the video and write. Whoa, that bus almost just hit me. Anyway, in reality, these are called aerial roots. They start out hanging down like this and this and this, and then they form a whole new... It has these kinds of branches, these trunks. And the way it looks is, well, it's both terrifying and beautiful at the same time. These trees are called banyans and they're part of the ficus family, such as the fig tree. If you need that information, that's what they look like from a distance. See them swaying in the wind. Then this is what the trunks look like once they're formed.
This'll be what they was waiting on from me. This'll be the realest story that I've ever told. This'll be the bright slide that you ever seen. This'll be the finest joint that I've ever rode. This'll be my best soul, you can see my scars. This'll be my first name, always in my last. Marriage ain't really on the cards if you ask. Don't know names but I might, no familiar face. Know your limit, know your worth, no personal space. Give me that, give me lemons, I may lemon.
A classic photo shoot problem. We came early in the morning to get a shot right here so no one would be in it. We just set up the tripod, got into position, and people immediately showed up. They want to take pictures there, take pictures here. Continuing with the weather topic, it's the next day in the morning. It's 22 degrees. So I'm in a t-shirt and shorts. It's the middle of January. I think living here in the winter is as comfortable as it gets. Here's another perfect example of the unique combination of modern buildings and old dilapidation. You know, it's an interesting thing, because for the entire time we've been here, and even when we're walking around and find ourselves on some of the main tourist routes, there's really none of that, you know, people trying to push services on you. No hard sells, no scammers. I mean, usually when you're walking in a city somewhere downtown, you know, like on the main drag, you've got costume characters wanting to take a picture with you, people trying to invite you somewhere, they want to sell you something, they want to push something on you. Basically, it's a paradise for an introvert. And here, people really respect their personal space, whether in a store or on the street. Nobody pushes anything on you, they're not running after you begging or trying to talk you into anything. Anya said you really can't call yourself a true Hong Konger until you've come to this iconic coffee shop and taken a picture here, because all of Pinterest is absolutely overflowing with photos from this coffee shop. But it's kind of small, don't you think?
Yeah, you're just supposed to take a picture in front of the sign.
Oh, so you're just supposed to come here, take a picture in front of the sign and leave. So that's the Hong Kong tour. We'll leave a tag in the description. So, a typical situation just happened to us. Don't you have anything to say?
Abort mission.
So basically we came to, the wrong coffee shop. Well, actually it is the right coffee shop, but it's just their other smaller branch. And now we're heading, to the other one. Turns out it's a chain. It's just 30 minutes away from here.
I was just looking at it and I'm thinking it's kind of nice, but it's like, not quite right. I thought maybe we just needed to find the right angle.
And I was like, let's check. Maybe there's, another one.
Вот как их корни разрастаются около стены.
We've arrived at that coffee shop. There it is. Well, you can already see people taking pictures, filming. It's obvious we're in the right place. Let's count how many people are taking pictures. There's some, and there. Some people just walk by taking pictures. And there. And there. There's a girl filming right over there right now. It really is like one of those popular spots on Pinterest.
This'll be what they was waiting on from me. This'll be the realest story that I've ever told. This'll be the brightest light that you ever seen. This'll be the finest joint that I've ever rode. This'll be my best, so you can see my scars. This'll be.
And now for what the bathroom looks like in a Pinterest-worthy cafe, the most famous one in Hong Kong. Here you go. It's just right next to all the inventory. Some water, some other drinks. So yeah, I guess this is what Pinterest looks like. Wow, look at how we really managed to film absolutely everything. Seriously, this is just 5 minutes later. We were honestly so lucky. We just got here and no one was around at all. 5 minutes later and there are already so many people. We got lucky. And here's a coffee shop. It's an Arabica, one of the most popular chains. They have a lot of locations and a lot of positive reviews. And we found a coffee shop with a beautiful view of the bay. I'll leave the geotag here. You can sit down, relax and have some coffee while you enjoy a beautiful view. And of course there's a ton of bloggers and tourists around here filming. So they made a souvenir shop here designed to look like a tram. They're very popular here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of 3D. We came inside, but it's just your typical classic souvenirs. It's basically a souvenir shop that's styled to look like a tram and a tram depot. Look here, tram stop. How about a warning like this in a store? It's so you don't end up doing anything foolish, so she doesn't get upset or mad at you.
Look at this. Modern technology to keep the flies off the fresh fish.
I'm back today at the vinyl shop I was at yesterday and we missed the Nirvana record, so I got myself a different one instead. Pause the video and guess what record it is. Write it in the comments. Alright, I'm kidding. It's Eurythmics. The main single on here is Sweet Dreams. And this is my very first record. I don't have a record player. I've been dreaming of getting one for a really long time. I think when we get back I'll buy a record player right away because I've wanted one for so long. And so this record from Hong Kong is going to join my collection. In my opinion, the song Sweet Dreams has the largest number of all sorts of dance remixes ever recorded in the world. You've definitely heard like 1 billion remixes of this song. I think it's the most popular one for remixes and among DJs all over the world. I really do believe that among the records you should have, there are some that are especially important to keep. Hello! Oh, I really believe that for any record collection, this one is an absolute staple.
There he goes, admiring his record. Uh-huh.
Well, finally, on the 8th day of our trip, we've made it to the most iconic and recognizable landmark in Hong Kong. These double-decker trams, which are a lasting remnant from the British colonial era, are truly unique. We're about to go for a ride on one. Wow, there are so many people. We need to get a spot on the top deck. Man, this tram is packed. The weird thing is, going in that direction, like 10 trams have passed in the last 10 minutes, but this is only the second one that's come our way. We'll trust Anya's judgment and wait for another couple of trams. So it's actually a really good thing that we trusted Anya's intuition, because just 2 more trams pulled up right away, almost immediately. Well, of course, the best seats up here were already taken. So that's why I'm standing and not sitting. We'll just have to film over people's heads.
Can't hurt me, yeah. I just been that part of high, afraid of falling down. I just wanna never touch that ground. Lofty, yeah. Coming closer to me, be there when I feel it. Be there, I promise I will be there still.
So we did catch up to the tram in front, and now it's right ahead of us. Sometimes the trams get so close to each other here, you could just reach out and touch the people in the next car, and their windows are open too. Hi. Hello? So this is the main way down from the second floor area of the tram, a little further ahead. Yes, I'm holding on.
Pity, underneath the sky, underneath the only one, underneath the fire, jumping up and down.
We've arrived at the Henderson. It's a tall office building. It's done in a futuristic style, and a lot of people come here to take pictures. Right here, next to the building, they're doing some landscaping. It's also in an unusual, beautiful style that overall matches the building. You know, I've noticed that on their construction sites everywhere, everything is somehow, maybe it just seems that way to me because it's a different country, but everything is always laid out so neatly. It's like there's chaos, but at the same time there's a certain order to it, its own kind of Chinese order. It's actually kind of pleasant to watch them work. So we just spoke to the reception desk, and they told us that unfortunately we can't go up currently. It's only for office employees, or if you have a scheduled meeting. You can't go up to the 39th floor where the restaurant is either, because that's by reservation only. So basically you can come here to take photos and film in the location, but you can't go up or enter anywhere. This place is basically just a kind of, well, a pub. If you're going somewhere, this would be your transfer point. Or you can just walk through and stop for a bit. So this is really, well, a transport hub, so you can easily get off, just walk through this place. You don't have to make a special trip just to come here.
Love myself, dipset, ain't phase me. Love cake, I'm at the bakery. This ain't nothing new for me. I'm at the bakery. I feel like Tyson in his prime. I'm at the bakery. Love myself, dipset, ain't phase me. Oh well. Yesterday I started doing yoga. Know better, do better, get your goal up. Wrapper on my grill like a bow.
But we've definitely come to the right place. These are Danishes, and I absolutely love them. A Danish with raspberry, and what's this one? Blackberry, I guess. They really have such cute cups here with a cat on them, and on the pastry box there's also a dog drawn. The cat and dog are friends. Oh shoot, one of the pastries flipped over. They're just little pastries. This is what they look like. We're about to try them. This costs 103 Hong Kong dollars. This might seem, well, kind of expensive compared to Russia, to Russian prices and the prices for pastries and coffee back in Russia. But I've been thinking about it quite a lot lately, and honestly, it's actually not expensive at all, really. It's just because of the exchange rate. I mean, first of all, for Hong Kong, this is definitely not expensive, because in Hong Kong, the average salary is 250 to 300,000, although their housing is expensive. But otherwise, well, let's say this is about 1,000 of our rubles, yeah? Or 1,400 rubles. It's just that the dollar exchange rate went up, and if the dollar was, say, 80, well, this would have cost around 1,000 rubles. Coffee and 2 pastries in the city center. Well, in Russia, it's more or less the same in Moscow. No, this isn't it. Bush, you guys are great. So far, no one has topped your Danish. They make the dough too dry. A little, yeah, the dough is a bit dry. The cream is a little too buttery. Basically, it's not like wow delicious. Well, it's just an average tasting Danish. But the coffee, as always, has a bitter taste. Basically, here in Hong Kong, wherever we get coffee, it's always going to be bitter. They have a type of coffee. I don't know which one, Robusta or whatever popular one has that bitterness. It just has a really strong bitter aftertaste.
Whenever I eat, I always save the tastiest bite for last. And just now I'd saved a piece with a berry. I just started to bite into it and the berry fell on the ground. It's just pain, disappointment. Let's go for a nice and relaxing walk down the street. This street is 100% for strolling. There are all kinds of establishments, little shops and so on. It has a very distinct European feel. And it feels as if it is a cross between, I'd say, Rubinstein Street in St. Petersburg and the Arbat in Moscow. This is some kind of girls' store. And here are the guys sitting around waiting for their girlfriends to finish up in this store. And there's just tons and tons of women's clothing in there.
We decided to end our day at the racetrack. We have no idea what's going on yet, but this is massive and really beautiful. And this racetrack, the one we're at, it was opened 200 years ago, and this whole area was just swamps. They found the only straight, flat, and level piece of land available in the area and built the racetrack right here at this spot. For a long time, only Europeans could get in. The Chinese weren't allowed in at all, but then, over time, it became popular, and they're absolutely crazy about horse racing. I mean, you can see it. They're big gamblers in general. And it looks like the races really get them excited.
So tell me what you think of the races. We only saw the first one. It was like you're watching the screen and we're like, oh, horses, horses, horses. And they just went whoosh. They just ran right by. We didn't even have time to get the camera. And after that, you just watch it on the screen. So much fun.
And I said it was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
No, it's actually really cool. And there's also the excitement, the stadium. You don't understand, but you're like, yeah. The horse is running.
No, it's great here, and the thrill, and this view is just incredible.
Public areas. Entrance is free, but for the members areas, for those with cards, well, as a tourist, you can get a ticket. For how much? For 130, right? 130, yes, I think it was 130 Hong Kong dollars for one ticket.
And they're all sitting here with some kind of newspapers.
Right, the newspapers, that's the race schedule. We need to figure it out now to place a bet, to understand who's participating, who to bet on, and how to do it.
I see.
So we'll figure it out. It's a break for now.
Well, that's it. You could say I'm a professional horse racing fan now. I went and found everything out. So, basically, you either grab a newspaper beforehand or you buy a magazine. Inside the magazine, you've got the pages and the race number. And for each race number, it tells you which horses are competing. But there's also some kind of forecast from experts about which horse is leading, which one isn't. But that's getting complicated. For now, we'll just be guessing on everything. Next, you look to see what the next race is, and you fill out these cards. Looks like there are 9 races today, but we should at least have time to bet on the last 2 or 3. I've got an idea, basically. I'm just going to type the horses' names into ChatGPT and ask it to predict which horses might win today.
Офигеть круто.
Oh, so this is why we bought these seats, to be close to the horses. You can come down from the stands here right up close. And there aren't that many people here because over there, the public stands show them the public place. And there are a lot of people there already. But over here, they sort of block it off. The horses will be coming by soon. And here there aren't that many, well, not that many people. And in general, show them our stands over there. See, not many people here. And the stands to the left, they're completely packed. The stands on the left, yeah, the stands over there on the left, they're totally packed. A huge crowd of people.
Andre's wearing shorts and everyone's staring at his shorts. And we found out that you're not allowed to wear shorts here.
But girls are allowed to wear skirts.
So there's some kind of dress code, but you're not supposed to wear, like, beachwear, from what I gather.
Plus, I'm actually carrying this bag with a record in it.
All right, so we've made it to the general admission area, the public place, and there's already some music playing. It's actually pretty fun here. It's fun here. Over there, basically, everything is serious. All the serious guys in their jackets, but here, it's all fun. There's a McDonald's, there's food, drinks, and beer. So basically, you can come here to have a good time, but over there, well, that's where it gets serious, where you really get into the races.
We're on the 5th race now. The 5th race. And that's the horse that we bet on. Absolutely beautiful.
We bet on our number 9, and it's officially started. The very first race that we've ever bet on. Well, our number 9 is currently in 10th place right now. Yeah. Number 8 is first. Number 9 is somewhere far back in the distance. Oh well. So much for our very first bet.
Are you upset right now?
No. Well, I mean, damn. Basically, we're getting very close now. We have to succeed and win this time. Because the first time Anya bet on, what was it, number 9 and 8 ended up winning. I placed my bet on 5, but 4 won instead. So we're right there. But for now, at this point, we're still losing. 3rd race, and once again, we lost. We placed our bets on 3 horses in this race, and yet not a single one of them managed to win. 4th, first? Oh wait, first. How? Number 1 came in 2nd.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
I think so. If nothing got messed up like his silks or whatever, I can't see the number. We'll see in a second. We need 2nd place to be number 10 or number 1, perhaps. Come on, let's go. Who's 2nd? Who's 2nd? 2nd place is number 1. Yes. We actually won something.
All right, this is the last race. We've placed 2 bets. One is mine on horses 3 and 7. And for the second one, we actually asked GPT which horses would win, and we bet specifically on 1 and 10. All right, that's one of my horses, number 3. I bet on her on the 3rd and the 7th. And there's the 7th one now. Yeah, I bet on that one. Come on, my beauties. Now, GPT bet on that one over there, number 10, and on number 1. Ah, there it is. It's the one in yellow, probably the winner from the last races. Well, we'll see, I suppose.
Okay, the last race is starting. Okay, they're off. There they go. Where? I don't see them. Where's the start? Ah, there they go.
They're starting from here?
Yeah, the starts are different. The horses are running. Number 7 is first. I have number 7. So number 7 is first, and 2nd is number 1. We have number 1 and number 7. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 7, 7, 1. Ours are literally still in first.
7 and 1, no.
Yes, yes, number 1 has dropped out. Now there is only 1 left right now. Damn. I didn't see a thing. How did they see it? Where was the finish line? Some Chinese guy is yelling, he's unhappy, I don't know. I didn't understand a thing, but some of ours were running in first. One of our horses won, right?
Which one?
Our horse, number 7, certainly won.
Number 7, we bet 50 on it.
Yeah, you know, we bet 50 on number 7. There he is, our winner. We bet on him, and as expected, he won. This is the best experience. I love betting. I think, I love betting. I mean, I love horse racing. Now, I think I'm going to be doing this all the time, betting on the races. In the last race, I guessed the winning horse, the one that would come in first. And my bet was 100 on 2 horses, 50 each. And in the end, I won 592 Hong Kong dollars. So I put in 1,400 rubles and won almost 9,000 rubles. GPT won 46 Hong Kong dollars. And Anya also bet $50 and won 115. We did the math, and in the end, we're in the black. That's already good. We put in 520 Hong Kong dollars, which is 7,280. 7,280. Remember that. And we won 753 and a half times 14. And we won 10,549. How much did I say? Minus 7,280. So today we're up by almost 3,300. Wow. We're walking out of here, Dan, with a profit. I love horses.
So your thoughts are running on the right track?
So we finally made it to our room, we've changed and are ready to head out. Long story short, we're in Macau. We left early this morning, but ended up getting here in the late afternoon. And that's because, first of all, the ferries don't run every half hour like the website said, and they run on a completely random schedule. We waited 2 hours for our ferry. Second, a massive line for check-in at the hotel.
We've arrived to check into the hotel and look at this line. We don't even know if there are any rooms or if we'll even get one.
It's like all the Chinese people from all over the world have gathered here today, specifically in this hotel. And third, we had a rather long wait for our room to finally be ready because we'd asked for the highest available floor with a sea view. We really wanted that. I also asked for an iron, but I'm still waiting for that too. Today we just want to check out all the locations we've marked. We'll see what we can get to. We might even stay for another day. We definitely want to visit a casino, maybe try placing a bet. Yesterday we got lucky at the racetrack, so today we should get lucky at the casino.
We've made it to the TV tower, to the observation deck. There it is. We're about to go up there now. I'm not sure yet if it's going to be scary or not, but we've already been to a TV tower like this one in Istanbul. I was scared, but they say here there's also an outdoor access and you can actually walk around with a safety harness if you want. Of course, I'm not going to do that. Maybe we can talk Anya into doing it. I'm actually really scared of heights. It all looks massive, of course. Now I just need to run across the road. Stop, 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 stop.
So this is what the tower looks like. It looks like a rocket.
Okay, here, just
Judging by the pictures, they strap people in here for something really intense. I only have one question for Anya. Anya, are you going to do it with the harness? Oh man, we watched the video and you said you'd do it.
I'm really scared.
Of course, Anya. It's really easy to just sit on the couch, kick your feet up and say, oh, I'd totally walk that now. You said that when we go to Macau, you'd walk across that height. But now that we're here, you're not so ready to go anymore. We've had another little incident, it seems.
While we were buying our tickets, there was no line at all, not at the ticket booth, not anywhere. And then, just like that, 2 tour groups show up with a massive amount of people. And so we're walking and walking and walking, and all these people are from the tour. And this all happened just while we were buying our tickets. It's still more people and more people and more people. I think there might even be 2 or 3 tour groups already. And what happens is they gather a tour group, the guide buys the tickets in advance, and they just come in as a huge crowd, and that's it.
He's standing there scared, afraid to walk because it's glass and there are people.
They're taking a funny picture. Looks like they came with a guide. I don't know, they just sit down so easily. It's just like this. I don't know. I wouldn't want to. Well, we actually have something to compare it to because we've been to Istanbul and Istanbul definitely felt more modern, cooler. But overall, we noticed that so far in the places we've been and the places we've driven through, Macau really feels like a city from the early 2000s. It was probably really booming back in the 2000s. Everything here feels like it's from that era. But what's a plus here?
For example, there are benches here so you can sit down. But in Istanbul at the TV tower, they don't have that. There are handrails here. So you can walk and hold on to the handrails. But to be completely honest, I don't get, man, hold on, I'm really scared. Honestly, I don't get why they put up these stickers. It completely ruins the entire view. Oh, these stickers again. You're at an observation deck. You want to gaze at the city, but you end up looking at this cartoon character guy or whoever he is. Yeah, as you can see, there's also an open air area here, and we're heading up there now. They don't have this in Turkey, by the way. Well, this is really scary for me, another open air spot. I see there are a few of us crazy people. I hope it doesn't just open right onto the street. And we'll fall out. Thank God so much. Okay, well, first of all, it's definitely cooler here. It's not exactly open, well, it's just that, yeah, the wind blows in from above, but there are still windows here. And the Skypark is here. The thing is, they walk just like this, and they walk along this one. With a safety harness, of course, but... Anya, are you going? I don't know.
We found 2 daredevils who are about to go. And everyone here is just filming them. As they were walking, everyone was filming them. They must be really scared right now. All right, let's go. You wouldn't say they're happy, judging by their faces.
Look at how happy everyone is that he just jumped.
It's a shame that actually the base jumping is open. You can jump from it. But we really couldn't walk around the outside because of the strong wind. And Anya, of course, was scared, but she wanted to. Well, we don't know if she would have gone or not. Now she's saying she would have, and she's very upset that we couldn't go. Well, I guess that's just how it worked out. But we'll definitely go somewhere with you where you can show your strength and face your fear of heights.
But there are a lot of people too. I don't understand where so many people are coming from. There are endless lines everywhere. Endless crowds.
Look, they definitely have a sea theme here, really. Some kind of shrimp. Right on the walkway. The crab. Here comes an anchor now. And now, guess what this one is? Whoa, it's some kind of seashell. Guys, on this trip we learned another lesson, which is when you're planning a trip, you know, when you're preparing to go somewhere, you really honestly have to carefully plan out where you're going to eat right away. Look up the place in advance, check the reviews and all that, and really plan it out. Because what's been happening on this trip is we get hungry and we're like, oh, we need to find a place. So you sit down and start looking. Here in China, there are so many places with ratings below 4. You search, and in the end, you know, you just give up and go to some McDonald's or just the first place you see and so on. We just ate at Pizza Hut because all we've had all day was breakfast. And we hadn't picked a place beforehand. And well, what can I say? The food was just awful. But when you're starving, you'll eat anything. In China, this turned out to be a really important thing because you can find places with pretty good ratings, for example, like the one we picked on our first day, but it might look absolutely terrible, but the food itself will actually be tasty. or you could end up in some neighborhood where there are no places with a decent rating at all, even though there are tons of restaurants. So either that, or McDonald's, KFC, and Burger King will unite us all, no matter how much we try to resist.
Well, it's the most predictable food. It's the same everywhere.
It's the same everywhere? Yeah, predictable food. Basically those three places, they unite everyone in every city and country. So, in our hotel, the first floor is a shopping mall, and the hotel itself starts on the second floor, even though the whole building is part of the hotel. And right away we're walking into some kind of toy store. The Chinese are absolutely crazy about these kinds of figurines, toys, and all that stuff. And even here, they have it set up like an arcade machine. Did you notice the sound effect I made? That They collect them. They're huge fans of all the different kinds. To this day, I'm still surprised, honestly, that they collect Pokemon. Seriously, I saw people picking out Pokemon figurines. Harry Potter fans are gonna love this. For some reason, Harry's in a net, like he just got out of the shower. You know, that net they put on your head, the kind you wear in the shower.
We just figured something out. It's just ridiculous. We calculated that on average we paid about 400 Hong Kong dollars to go up the TV tower just to see that view. But honestly, the view from our room is so much better, so much more enjoyable. You can simply lie in bed, drink tea, drink beer, do whatever you want, and look at the city through a panoramic window that's way better. And if you have the chance, even if it's just for one night to get this room, then that's truly the absolute best solution for experiencing the city. And it's better than going up that tower, walking around, looking at who knows what. You just pay and you can sit back and enjoy it. Well, by the way, it's not that simple with the rooms here either. We were checking in today. First of all, we checked the price in the morning, but we paid when we got here. And the price was jumping all over the place, like back and forth by 10,000. So in the end, we checked in for 1,300. But by the evening, after settling in, we decided we wanted to stay another day. We went to ask how much it would be, and it was already 1,700. So the price went up by 400 in half a day.
Macau isn't slacking either, by the way. I showed you in Hong Kong. Look, they've got these robot transformers. The whole dashboard is just filled with them.
They're just standing there. They're such beautiful toys. It makes me want a collection at home.
Well, that's going a bit far. Let's go. We decided not to go to the casino tonight. We just stocked up at 7-Eleven, and now we're going to eat. Basically, we figured we need to get ourselves ready, get some proper rest. So that luck will be on our side, because we're tired and luck might just turn its back on us. Have you ever seen instant noodles like this? It's just a massive bowl of instant noodles. I decided to get it because I'm absolutely starving and it's already late at night. Well, anyway, I think everyone in the world can relate to this. This is the biggest and most expensive instant meal I've ever had. It costs 60 Hong Kong dollars, 345 grams. Okay, let's unpack it now and then we'll read the instructions. Whoa, look at that. So we've laid out all the ingredients, but where's the heating pack? Here it is. Basically, you have to do something to it and it'll start heating the water. First up, we have the glass noodles. Well, anyway, there's not much of it. It looks more like a loofah, but from what I know, these glass noodles are supposed to expand a lot when they cook. Next, we have these two packets here. I mean, the packaging, I don't know, it's like these noodles were meant for...
For astronauts?
Yeah, for astronauts. This looks like pieces of beef, but it smells and looks like dog food. The next packet also looks like it's for astronauts. These are some kind of vegetables. That's cool. Though I have to say, it looks a bit questionable. Now all of this needs to be heated. We take this outer bowl. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but you're supposed to put it down here at the bottom. Oh, the packet is starting to swell up. Whoa, okay, I have to cover all this. Okay, covering it. All right, time for the reveal. Man, this container.
It looks like a soup.
Yeah, it looks more like a stew or a soup. I prepared some napkins, knowing myself. We also have a plan B. We made some other noodles, the simplest kind, just in case I don't like this one. There. I already needed the napkins. It smells like a stew. The glass noodles are actually good. Cabbage. There's very little beef. So all in all, it's delicious. A little bit greasy. I didn't taste anything super special about it. But for this whole interactive cooking part, it's a solid 5 stars, 100%. Alright, so I've actually tried the noodles now, and they turned out to be really delicious. And that particular combination of fresh ingredients was actually quite tasty. And overall, I would say it's definitely worth the money you spend.
Sit and imagine everybody laughing. Peace in the world, gotta wait for the madness. Swerving the traffic, gone like magic. Windows down when I'm bumping the classics. Just pulled up, we been stuck inside. Half of the world, almost lost their mind. Away from the fam, video chats. But it's about time that we go.
Look, someone in Macau is having an incredibly large laundry day right now. I don't know, there must be 200 items. So, today our morning's starting with breakfast at this coffee shop. We found it on TripAdvisor based on the recommendations. It's located right in the center. And now we're going to have breakfast here. A Portuguese breakfast. This is scrambled eggs. This is some kind of pork like prosciutto, a Portuguese variety. And vegetables and potatoes. Anya has the English breakfast. Honestly, I think it looks better. She's got some kind of mushroom, maybe a champignon or something on a tomato. Beans, bacon, 2 eggs, and some kind of potato pancake or something. I can't quite tell what it is.
6 if you count the new girlfriend one has. 5 again if you excluded my dad, cause they put that dude straight inside of a massive box. Glass and rocks will break my bones. These blackened rocks make gaping holes.
I wouldn't say the breakfast is like super delicious, but if you want some straightforward food, then overall you can come here and eat. But it's like sometimes they don't even know what they're making themselves, because Anya's dish had a mushroom and I asked him, what kind of mushroom is this? And he goes, well, I have no idea. Like, I don't know what kind of mushroom it is. It's just, he says, a mushroom. So I'd rate it, I guess, a 4 out of 5, yeah? It's just good. There's a man sitting across from us, then you'd think he was just a customer. But no, he's either a waiter or the manager. He came over to our table, helped us with our order. He took our order. Then at some point he just got himself some wine, sat down at the next table, poured a glass, and now he's just sitting there chilling. I feel like that's just so European. You work for a bit, and then right there you have your siesta. Look at just how beautiful and distinctive their house signs are. They're written in both Portuguese and Chinese. The European-inspired design of the city is truly unmistakable here. Just look at how beautiful this is. Once again, the sign on the house with its address. The writing is clearly in Portuguese. And it's just really so different from anything Chinese, from their traditional style. And here on the right as well. It's just a little Europe in the middle of China. You know, if you really think about it, the colonization of another country for so many years, it's not exactly a good or ethical thing to do, particularly with the oppression of the local people and their rights. When you think about the impact, it becomes even clearer. But on the other hand, you really have to ask yourself, would we have ever gotten, in the end, such a truly beautiful, you could even say distinctly European-style city right here in the very middle of China, if Portugal hadn't actually colonized this particular place way back in the day? Because the architecture, well, it's a bit of a strange combination here. You have these like Chinese houses, the regular slum-like ones, and then this super sort of grotesque European design code with the cobblestones, the big columns, the low-rise buildings. Most likely none of this would be here. Pause the video. What do you think this is? Go ahead and write in the comments what you think is inside these boxes. Okay, I've just unpaused it. And look, right here, this is delicious jam, preserves. This is popcorn. These are nachos. And inside all of them are socks. That is socks that look like nachos. Croissants that look like nachos. Oh, croissants that look like socks.
Or rather, socks that look like croissants. Socks that look like French fries. That look like a taco. This is a very unusual gift to bring someone. They also have this cult of toys and figurines. They really love to collect everything. Hello Kitty is a huge deal here. Even McDonald's has a Hello Kitty collection. For example, a figurine like this costs $37,100. This one, $44,500. These I think are cheaper. Oh yeah, these are already $4,000. That's a lot cheaper, of course. This one is $48,000. Good luck, kitties. This is of course an amazing gift for someone. Mini Nutella. Just seven little Nutellas.
That's if you have 7 friends.
Yeah, that's if you have 7 friends, you can get them all together and give them one gift. Or if you have 60 friends, or however many are in here, 60 friends, you can bring a Tic Tac like this, and inside are little Tic Tacs, 60 of them. It costs $130. The socks cost $260 for gift socks. I've found the perfect workspace. You get a throne like this for your home, a chair made of toys, and you just sit and work. So, this is what the typical buildings from the Portuguese colonial era generally look like with their distinctive architectural features. And this, on the other hand, is what the traditional Chinese buildings look like. And on the whole, this is probably what everything would have looked like if the Portuguese had never colonized the area. So it's an open question, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Would we have ended up with this kind of beauty? Would the Chinese have ended up with this kind of beauty?
In Macau, there's an incredible number of mopeds and all sorts of bikes. And it feels like every person here has 2 or 3 mopeds. At that point, we hadn't been to Bali yet, so we had nothing to compare it to. When back then, it seemed to me like it was some kind of global parking lot for bikes.
One of the items on our list was... yeah, lots of mopeds. One of the items on our list was to try Hong Kong waffles. The funniest thing is that in Hong Kong, if you search specifically for Hong Kong waffles, they're really hard to find. I mean, when you're just walking around, you might find them somewhere, but it's not some popular dish. And I think they're actually more popular in Russia than they are here. And so we, not even in Hong Kong, but in Macau, are going to try Hong Kong waffles. And this is what it looks like. So it's another one of those street food spots, super unattractive. But as we were walking towards the center just now, we saw that there are a lot of people here, a huge crowd, and we figured, well, they must know something.
You know, if it weren't for the line that was here before, we probably wouldn't have chosen this because it looks extremely, even kind of off-putting. Yes, honestly, if it weren't for the line that was here before, we probably wouldn't have chosen this because it looks, well, pretty unappealing, actually. So we ordered, I got the banana one and Anya got the egg one. But it's probably just the shape, honestly, because Anya's is shaped like little eggs. And mine is shaped like bananas. Banana cake. Yeah, banana cake. Wow, just look at how nicely and beautifully that came out. Right, but we still don't actually know what it tastes like yet. It looks pretty simple and straightforward though. Because if you really think about the Hong Kong waffles we have back in Russia, they actually wrap them up in a cone for you, put in 3 big scoops of ice cream, then they pour sweet syrup on it, then they stick a cookie in, and then something else on top. Basically tons and tons of different sweets. And this looks a lot simpler and plainer than what we're used to seeing.
First note, if you're ordering Hong Kong waffles, you should get the banana ones. If you're eating at the Cathedral Cafe where we were, it's better to get the English breakfast, not the Portuguese one. It's tastier and more filling. Oh, and one more thing, this is a note from yesterday, just a reminder that it's better to pay extra for a hotel room with a higher view than to go to the observation deck at the TV tower.
If you count the new girlfriend, one has 5 again. If you excluded my dad, cause they put that dude straight inside of a massive box. Glass and rocks will break my bones. These blackened rocks make gaping holes. Fashion shops have made me hate my soul. They sell canine skulls.
These shutters and this stone here, it feels like, I don't know, like it's some kind of movie prop. I mean, it all looks as if none of it is real. The doors look like toys, the shutters look like toys. The camera probably doesn't capture it, but it just feels like these shutters, well, they're just like fake shutters, just props. And that in reality, they aren't even windows.
It really seems like it's laundry day for them today. All the balconies are hung with clothes, like they don't have any dryers. What an absurd situation. I haven't even had time to finish this waffle and we just walked past the whole chain. It's a chain that specializes in Hong Kong waffles. They have all different flavors. Hello. And this is where they make them. You just have to turn a little bit from the center and you get these typical Chinese buildings. It looks a little bit slummy, but that's the contrast here. European urban streets and Chinese slum areas. So we're walking around today and everyone has these Hello Kitty toys from McDonald's. Look, they're buying them up in these huge packs. We asked them to let us have a look. So a set like this costs 250 Hong Kong dollars. I don't know, should we get one?
No.
No, thank you much. I don't know. There are so many of them and everyone's carrying them around today.
I'm telling you, Chinese people are absolutely obsessed with this because the woman in front of us just bought like 5 or 6 packs.
We've come to the central historic street. This is just a little lane of colorful houses. What's most surprising about China is this kind of contrast. You can have super skyscrapers, a business district, and right next to it just rundown houses where the plaster is falling off the walls and they're all covered with air conditioners. And it's the same with how you can have completely gray buildings, you know, in that typical Chinese style. And then you turn a corner and everything is so colorful like this. And this contrast, these emotional waves of contrast, they're what create the overall impression and feeling of Macau. And of Hong Kong in general too.
If you count the new girlfriend, one has 5 again. If you excluded my dad, cause they put that dude straight inside of a massive box. Glass and rocks will break my bones. These blackened rocks make gaping holes. Fashion shops have made me.
Yesterday we were walking around wondering why there were so many people. It's just a huge crowd. Well, it turns out 700,000 people live in Macau. That's about the same population as Sochi. Only Sochi's area is actually 3,500 square kilometers, while Macau's is just 30 square kilometers. And Macau is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. What is this food he's serving up? It stinks horribly. I can't even stand near it, but for some reason there's a line for it. Look at that, a line for this stench. And here's a Chinese Shiba Inu for you, one that's been fattened up. A little bit chubby. Macau also has a lot of souvenirs, postcards, and items with their Portuguese ornament. Well, something like our gazelle. It has some kind of complicated name, but there are a lot of things with it here, and you can even see this ornament on the streets. I just found out that this beautiful pattern appeared in Macau, well, of course, because Portugal colonized it and brought their rich culture here. But in turn, it appeared in Portugal because back in the day, the Moors conquered Portugal and Spain and brought this pattern, well, this tile with this intricate pattern from there. We've just arrived on another island in Macau. This is where most of the hotels, casinos, and everything are located. Right now, we're just going to walk around, check things out, and then we'll head to the casino later. Massive hotels, massive casinos. And they have their own Big Ben here. You don't need to go to London. They have their own Eiffel Tower. It's all really cool. And all these palace-like buildings. Looks like there's some kind of performance right in the mall. Oh crap, they noticed me. Now they're dancing with me. So we just walked into the shopping mall. And back home, our malls usually have some Chinese cars on display. Check this out. And here you go. Some kind of Devil 16. I'm not really sure. Is this maybe perhaps the Chinese auto industry?
Well, it looks pretty good, futuristic. 5 minutes later, I came to the realization, it's like when I walked into the mall, I was saying that our mall has Chinese cars on display for everyone to see and look what's here. But that was a Chinese car too. The main thing to remember is no matter how cool the casino is, you'll still go eat at McDonald's. Right now, we've just been hit with that feeling of a missed opportunity. You know, when it would have been better not to know than to find out. Yesterday, we were too cheap to book a room at the Hyatt. And so today, when we extended our room, it ended up costing us the same as the Hyatt would have because the prices went up. And just now we were walking around, we came in through the casino, we walked into the Hyatt, and we just realized we made a huge mistake. And now there's this feeling, why didn't we come here? It's like you're walking through some kind of movie set here, like they're filming a movie right now.
Awesome. So cool. It really feels like you're on some kind of amazing, super cool dance floor. Oh. And that's it. It's closed.
So here, basically, you can get into the funicular cabins and ride the funicular just like that, along the fountains and watch from inside. Here comes a cabin now. I was just about to go so we could take a ride on the funicular, but then I looked down and saw how long the line is. By the way, that's the Wind Palace Casino with the fountains right in front of it. It's also recommended for beginners. So the two casinos I read about that are recommended are the Venetian, where we're headed, and the Wind Palace. I'm not sure why, maybe because they're established major chains and it's easiest for a beginner to figure things out there. So an interesting thing happened to us yesterday. There was a woman on the street shouting, saying something. You know, she was talking very animatedly and she gave us a business card. And so we turn around and it turns out it's a restaurant that's been featured in the Michelin guide for many years in a row. But again, it just looks like a cafeteria, you know, like most of these places in China generally. But we went on the website, looked it up, checked, and sure enough, it's a restaurant recognized by the Michelin guide. So we decided to go there today and try the food. The whole place is just covered in photos of the owner with some apparently local celebrities and so on.
All right, so we're here. From the outside, it looks super unassuming. Yeah, we know, we're going in here. I want to take a video. That must be the owner or the manager. Is that you?
Where do you want to sit? This is the most unassuming place, just a regular spot. So he came up to us. He's so friendly. He was so happy to see us. I don't know, of course, if it's sincere or not. It doesn't matter. We were still glad that he was glad to see us. But most likely he's happy because that's just the kind of person he is. And he has such a cool cafe. Thank you. He's the owner of this restaurant and he has over 30 years of experience making some kind of incredibly delicious bamboo noodles. And he brought us some kind of soup as a gift. I have absolutely no idea what kind of soup this is. Anya's food has arrived. I don't know, it looks a little plain to me, to be honest. But since this place came recommended, I mean, he has some awards here and whatnot. I hope it's tasty. I don't know, there's some kind of bean floating in here. Well, it looks like it's just some broth from something. I guess that's what it is. Overall, you can eat it, but, well, to be honest, we feel a bit awkward because we don't really want this soup. And it's like he was so welcoming about it, then we have to at least pretend a little that we're, you know, eating it. The portions here are huge. I don't know, there's no way we're gonna eat all this. But this beef he brought out, it's really, really tender. I know, thank you. Spicy. The beef is amazing. Yeah, the beef is really good. Got a fatty piece. They also brought us these dim sum. Well, they're like dumplings with shrimp. And overall, they actually taste pretty unremarkable. Just dumplings with a lot of shrimp.
Basically, we're not impressed at all. It was probably our mistake that we ordered a dish without knowing what it was. And it was only later that we realized that on the entire menu, there were just a few dishes that were specifically recommended by Michelin, but we ordered different ones. And the people at the table next to us, we noticed later, were eating the exact ones that Michelin recommended. Maybe those are tastier, but in the end, what difference does it make if we're not coming back here again anyway? All right, so it's our last night and we're heading to the casino. We've got the money with us. See you in a couple of hours.
It's like we've walked into some kind of museum, not a casino and a hotel.
Look at this, they've built a little Venice here. You can even take a gondola ride. I just don't see where they've all gone. They must be closed already. And they even made an artificial sky.
Honestly, I'm in complete shock. It feels like there are thousands of people here. Over there, from this spot, there are just tons of tables, and they're all full. And on that side, it's exactly the same. And it's like that all the way around. I don't know, it's like we're in some kind of enormous marketplace. It's very strange and unusual because there's no music playing. It's like there's just this real buzz like you'd hear at a market.
Anya and I lost about 5,000 or 6,000 at roulette. We didn't even get close to winning a single time. So we got upset and just went to bet on the Wheel of Fortune instead. And on the very first spin, Anya actually placed her bet and won. And our bet increased threefold. So I guess we're gonna get a Coke now and keep betting on this wheel. Well, that's our casino trip finished. Long story short, we realized it's total garbage. So first we went to the roulette table. We found the tables with the minimum bets. The minimum bet was $50, which is like 800 rubles. And I actually set a limit for us that we'd spend a maximum of 10,000 and that's it. As soon as we spend it, we'd leave. We started betting and betting and betting. We just lost like 5 or 6 times in a row and didn't win anything at all. So we decided like, all right, we're definitely leaving this table right now. Then we found some kind of spinning wheel game. First, Anya goes up, places a bet, and she wins. Then it's my turn, and I place my bet. But long story short, as I'm placing it, I start, tapping some other things, and the bets just keep adding up and up. It was an accident. I didn't know how to cancel it. Anyway, long story short, the bet hit, and we won. And then after that, we started losing and losing and losing. And at some point, we just got sick of it, so we cashed out our money and left. By the way, Anya came up with the perfect strategy. It's more interesting to bet without any money. She just sat there, guessing. She'd usually, in her mind, mentally place a bet on some number and just play, just to see if that number would come up or not. And that way, you don't lose any money. There was this Chinese guy sitting next to us. Well, actually, we were sitting and he comes up all frantic, running around the table, fussing about right next to me, even nudging me a little. And basically, he just, can you believe it, in, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds or a minute, he blew 500,000 rubles. He had a chip, it was worth 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. So he takes it, cashes it in for smaller chips and covers practically the entire board with them. And of course he leaves a few empty spots and he just keeps hitting the one spot he didn't bet on. He changes another $10,000 chip and does that like 2 or 3 more times. So we figured he just walked up to us, blew 500,000, and in the end, on our way out, we saw him again. He was just sitting there with his headphones on and looking all sad and mopey. We're back in Hong Kong, which already feels like home. We're finally here because it's just much more pleasant to be here. Today is our last day. We checked in quickly and today is our shopping day. We decided to save all our purchases for the last day. And now we're going to go to the stores, to the shopping centers. We don't have much time though, but I hope we'll manage to buy everything. Usually we don't book and pay for hotels in advance and so on. And this time, that was a huge mistake because here, hotel prices jump from day to day by just incredible amounts. So now for the same price we paid to stay in a nice, decent hotel here, we've checked into an absolutely awful one because our hotel didn't have any rooms And at other hotels, the prices had gone up by about 1.5 to 2 times. We just showed up, tried our luck, and got a hotel. And it turned out to be, well, basically, I don't know, like some kind of hostel. It was terrible, but the price was the same.
It's probably his birthday.
Since we're in China, Anya and I decided that we simply could not possibly pass up the wonderful chance to celebrate the Chinese New Year. But since we're leaving a little before it actually starts, we decided to just get ourselves presents for the Chinese New Year. And I've been wanting to get myself a silent guitar for a while now. And so we've come to the store, one of the biggest stores where they sell this Yamaha guitar. So now I'm going to go pick it out. Then after that, we're heading to a store where Anya will pick out something for herself.
Subtitles have been made for this video to help make the content easier to understand and more accessible for all viewers.
Dimatorzok, just Dimatorzok.
The proud and happy owner of a wonderful new gift. You're a real music box.
All right, let's go.
Bought a brand new record, bought an acoustic guitar.
I'm a walking jukebox.
I forgot to mention, this is the most popular musical instrument store. They also have a music school in Hong Kong, and they're the ones who officially sell the Yamaha brand. So, I mean, I could have ordered it in Russia, but, you know, for some reason, I wasn't really sure if it would be like the real deal. Yeah, but here I'm absolutely confident it is.
Right over here is exactly where they're going to do the personalized custom engraving for her special Dyson box. They told us to come back in 10 minutes. We'll come back in 10 minutes. All right, so Anya is now the proud owner of a Dyson.
Thank you.
I honestly have absolutely no idea how she's possibly going to carry all of that because we really have to fly right now and then travel for 2 whole days.
It's nothing. I can handle it.
It's not so heavy anymore, right? Since it's a Dyson.
I carefully carried my Dyson for 50 meters.
Okay, I'm going to show you what our last hotel looks like, where, thank God, we're only staying for 1 night. Just for contrast, so you understand, this room costs 20,000 rubles, so it should be judged as a 20,000 ruble a night room. So, here's the entrance. And right away, we're greeted by this sort of half rusty door frame. Over here we have this entrance to the bathroom and toilet. I don't know, it looks like we're in a hospital or, I don't know, like some kind of security checkpoint.
Yeah, it looks like a hospital room.
Yeah, it looks like a hospital room. Here's the bathroom, the toilet. Well, here, you can see. It feels really dirty. Everything just seems... Well, here's the shower. I don't know if you can see all these scuff marks. Everything is just not its first... Definitely not its first renovation. Well, there's Anya, looking sad. Here's a weird design choice for a desk with some... I don't know. It's like we're in the 2000s. And here we have 2 beds. We could have reserved the exact same room for our stay, but with 1 large bed instead. But it would have cost 6,000 more. We didn't get the logic. You can push these beds together, I guess, but I think we'll be keeping our distance. That's how bad this room is. Here's a big mirror to make it seem like there's a lot of space. And the view is just incredible, of some kind of slum. Basically a view of some old rooftops and so on. A classic Chinese view. So, yeah.
We absolutely couldn't miss the chance to go sneaker shopping during our visit. In fact, we've actually been here before, and we noticed that you can get 2 pairs of sneakers on sale for the price of just 1 pair, which is something we also saw back in Russia. So, for example, this pair costs a little over 12,000, while the same ones back home cost 26, 24, somewhere around there. I've already picked out these ones in this color. Of course, that's just her style. First she liked these, but they didn't fit. Then these, they didn't fit either. Then, long story short, she ended up liking the ones that
wouldn't you know it, aren't on sale. That is so your style. So now we're deciding between these gray ones and these white ones. Go to lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
All right, this is our last stop. We decided to make a quick run to the Apple store because my headphones, well, basically my left earbud just died for some reason. I mean, the right one works, but the left one is way quieter. And we're already running late. It's about to close. So I decided to quickly pop in while I'm here and grab a new pair of headphones. And you know, it's pretty cool here. You just walk into an Apple store and the selection is huge. It's not like back home where you walk in and there are 3 tablets and MacBooks and they tell you, yeah, we can get it, but it's all by pre-order. I can open here?
Yeah, sure, please.
Okay. This is so unusual. They have noise cancellation features and Anya actually has the Maxes, which are a specific model, and it's a little bit different with these headphones compared to those. It's like you're in a stronger vacuum. That's cool. All right, I made it. I've got the headphones and I think this is the perfect time to say goodbye to Hong Kong.
So that's the summary of our day. It was our last day. We spent our time and money on shopping, visiting the interesting places that we hadn't gotten to yet, and so of course the main expenses were the thoughtful gifts and special souvenirs we bought for ourselves. And now let's sum up the costs of our entire trip to Hong Kong. How much we spent on what... I'm inserting a full screenshot here, broken down by day. You can pause the video at any moment to see how much we spent on a particular day, but the total amount for the entire trip was approximately 650,000 rubles. And to be fair, about 150,000 of that was just spent on gifts we decided to buy for ourselves. So if you take out the gifts, the trip cost us about 500,000 rubles. That's with all the flights involved, including the transfer in Hangzhou. So overall, it was about 11 full days in total, from start to finish. As for the trip itself, Hong Kong, first and foremost, left me with a very positive feeling. And above all, a sense of admiration. Admiration for the calmness, the safety, and the way people here respect and value personal space. No one runs after you, tries to sell you anything, or imposes on you. That total cleanliness, that total sense of calm and tranquility. It's like you're really walking around the city in your own little bubble, at your own pace, and the city just kind of adapts to your rhythm. And out of the whole trip, 3 things stood out to me the most. First was the visit to the racecourse. That was a completely unforgettable, indescribable mix of emotions, and it's impossible to put into words. You just have to go and experience it for yourself. So if you're in Hong Kong, definitely go to the racecourse. Second, of course, was the memorable trip to Macau, with all of its distinctive Portuguese architecture, the lively Chinese streets, and, of course, the famous casinos. And third, I suppose, were those seemingly endless claw machines. I don't know, I still don't really understand why people in Hong Kong are so fascinated with winning those toys, but those machines are absolutely everywhere. And the combination of the city itself with its huge parks and green spaces, that's something I definitely didn't expect to see in a huge, dense megalopolis. Hong Kong sometimes looks like a kind of mini New York. You know, the skyscrapers, the narrow streets, the atmosphere, the bridges we were always walking under. But at the same time, it's not really what we're used to calling China. It's more like a Korean-European vibe. There are downsides here too, and for the most part, they're related to accommodation. For some reason, hotel prices can jump by tens of thousands of rubles from one day to the next. And what we got for that money, to put it mildly, wasn't always worth the price. But if you're wondering whether you should go or not, my answer is 100% yes. I think Hong Kong is one of those cities that can't be described in words. You have to really feel it. It's diverse, it's alive, it's kind of multi-layered. And if you want to see a place where Asia meets Europe, where life is bustling, but at the same time there's this incredible sense of calm, then Hong Kong is the perfect place. And that's all. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this whole journey, and I'll see you in the next video.